Terror grips Channel 37 as the sanctity of video journalism is violated. Shots rang out on the set of The Perk, killing beloved talk show host and cultural icon Sandra Perkins. The beloved Hollow Vid star was in the middle of interviewing both combat sports celebrity Toby McCracken and the ever-elusive mercenary group, the Midnight Rangers. It was during a particularly heated patch of the interview that an unidentified terrorist group stormed the set and shot the award-winning journalist between the eyes. Shots then rang out as the mercenary group retaliated, exchanging gunfire with the mysterious assailants for several moments before the live feed was cut. First responders were delayed entry as the Bay City Fire Department fought to quell the flames, thought to have been caused by a compromised fuse box. Medical staff encountered no further resistance upon entering the facility. However, it was far too late. Doctors declared Sandra deceased on location at 11 p.m. Sandra was 53. My dearly departed cohort would want me to continue her life's work in bringing truth to the people of Bay City. To this I say, Midnight Rangers, if you're out there, know that the whole world is watching. We beg you to work with us to rid our beautiful city of the filth that infests it. Please, turn yourself into the authorities so that we can begin the healing process. This is Vincent Weiss, with The Slice, cutting out. Good evening, Bay City. This is Vincent Weiss, with The Slice, cutting in. Terror grips Channel 37 as the sanctity of video journalism is violated. Shots rang out on the set of The Perk, killing beloved talk show host and cultural icon Sandra Perkins. The beloved Hollow Vid star was in the middle of interviewing both combat sports celebrity Toby McCracken and the ever-elusive mercenary group, the Midnight Rangers. It was during a particularly heated patch of the interview that an unidentified terrorist group stormed the set and shot the award-winning journalist between the eyes. Shots then rang out as the mercenary group retaliated, exchanging gunfire with the mysterious assailants for several moments before the live feed was cut. First responders were delayed entry as the Bay City Fire Department fought to quell the flames, thought to have been caused by a compromised fuse box. Medical staff encountered no further resistance upon entering the facility. However, it was far too late. Doctors declared Sandra deceased on location at 11 p.m. Sandra was 53. My dearly departed cohort would want me to continue her life's work in bringing truth to the people of Bay City. To this I say, Midnight Rangers, if you're out there, know that the whole world is watching. We beg you to work with us to rid our beautiful city of the filth that infests it. Please, turn yourself into the authorities so that we can begin the healing process. This is Vincent Weiss, with The Slice, cutting out. Good evening, Bay City. This is Vincent Weiss, with The Slice, cutting in. Terror grips Channel 37 as the sanctity of video journalism is violated. Shots rang out on the set of The Perk, killing beloved talk show host and cultural icon Sandra Perkins. The beloved Hollow Vid star was in the middle of interviewing both combat sports celebrity Toby McCracken and the ever-elusive mercenary group, the Midnight Rangers. It was during a particularly heated patch of the interview that an unidentified terrorist group stormed the set and shot the award-winning journalist between the eyes. Shots then rang out as the mercenary group retaliated, exchanging gunfire with the mysterious assailants for several moments before the live feed was cut. First responders were delayed entry as the Bay City Fire Department fought to quell the flames, thought to have been caused by a compromised fuse box. Medical staff encountered no further resistance upon entering the facility. However, it was far too late. Doctors declared Sandra deceased on location at 11 p.m. Sandra was 53. My dearly departed cohort would want me to continue her life's work in bringing truth to the people of Bay City. To this I say, Midnight Rangers, if you're out there, know that the whole world is watching. We beg you to work with us to rid our beautiful city of the filth that infests it. Please, turn yourself into the authorities so that we can begin the healing process. This is Vincent Weiss, with the slice cutting out. Good evening, Bay City. This is Vincent Weiss, with the slice cutting in. Terror grips Channel 37 as the sanctity of video journalism is violated. Shots rang out on the set of The Perk, killing beloved talk show host and cultural icon Sandra Perkins. The beloved HoloVid star was in the middle of interviewing both combat sports celebrity Toby McCracken and the ever-elusive mercenary group, the Midnight Rangers. It was during a particularly heated patch of the interview that an unidentified terrorist group stormed the set and shot the award-winning journalist between the eyes. Shots then rang out as the mercenary group retaliated, exchanging gunfire with the mysterious assailants for several moments before the live feed was cut. First responders were delayed entry as the Bay City Fire Department fought to quell the flames, thought to have been caused by a compromised fuse box. Medical staff encountered no further resistance upon entering the facility. However, it was far too late. Doctors declared Sandra deceased on location at 11 p.m. Sandra was 53. My dearly departed cohort would want me to continue her life's work in bringing truth to the people of Bay City. To this I say, Midnight Rangers, if you're out there, know that the whole world is watching. We beg you to work with us to rid our beautiful city of the filth that infests it. Please, turn yourself into the authorities.
This motherfucker wants us to turn ourselves into the authorities. I am the authorities!
With the slice. Hello everyone, welcome to Cyberpunk Red Saturdays. I'm your host, Zoob the Mad, in my true form. And with me are my lovely friends who are off screen. I promise they are hanging out in the park behind me. That's just how our setup is now. Anyways, starting with, want to sound off?
Hi, my name is Angel. I've been on break for the past few weeks, but I'm back, and that also means that Habit, the character I play, is going to be punching some dudes and probably doing some suplexes.
And
for sure.
And moonlighting as a DJ.
And that's neither confirmed nor denied. We do not know if DJ Tetsuo actually still lives or not.
Oh, he's 100% dead. So, you know, if you wanna simulate that life, I guess the door's open there. Also, we have
Mystic Eyes. That's me. Yes, just call me Mystic. It's all right. I play Kira Hartwood, a mercenary gone police detective who keeps on finding herself in more and more heaps of trouble as she walks the line between full-on vigilantism and keeping order as best as she can in this city going straight to hell.
Yeah, been a consistent downward spiral. In the wings is also, I'll just do it for him since he's taking care of some things, shall we say. Charles, who is playing our incorrigible, yeah, that's the word I'm using for it, incorrigible fixer, Own, who may be the last of his tribe in this area, as the Vietnamese triad has been torn asunder and scattered to the winds. Tonight's presentation will take place in the dark future. Hello, Hallie. Also, Hallie, who is playing the fan favorite Dong Throngler, unfortunately has got a little case of the sniffles, so he's going to be not appearing in this particular film. So we wish Hallie well and hope that he gets a speedy recovery so we see him next time in the dark future. That being said, let us ikimasho, as the kids like to say.
Oh my god.
So, the last time we were in the dark future, a lot of stuff happened. And that is the opportunity for everyone to kind of, you know, fill in the blanks here.
Right, I do believe that we were escorting our sweet young lad Toby McCracken to a interview with the dark future equivalent of like The View or something like that,
Yeah, pretty accurate.
and he is safe and fine. Spoilers, he makes it out all right. But we there was an assassination attempt as we were being interviewed, and the poor sweet interviewer got shot right between the eyes, and we defended ourselves vigorously as the TV studio burned down around us, kind of like the rest of our lives.
Damn. Deep cut there, but I will give you +5 sword points. Thank you for that excellent summary. To add to that additional summary, there is the mention of safe houses. You now have effectively 2. One with Override, the Southern wrestling folk hero that is apparently a friend of Toby and Tom McCracken, and as well as hanging out with the Brothers Grimm, name to be determined. Oh, I'm still on BattleTech. All right. Anyways. See, this is the flavor you can come to expect on a Zoob stream. It's all sorts of organized and professional. That being said, as I frantically try to move the stream panel over, how do I do this? No, I forgot how to do this. All right, it's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll figure this out together.
I can't handle the fucking VTube shit, man. It's killing me.
This is my true form. What are you talking about?
I know. I know.
So, I mean, I just feel that it was time to share my true form with the audience. So
We are all lizard people. Confirmed.
People keep saying Zuck is the true lizard person, but I mean,
No,
I've
they
known.
meant Zub.
Yeah, they meant the Zub. He's been the true lizard person as far as I've known him.
It's true. I've always been a lizard. It's just, I come out in my scales, so to speak. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Now that we've beaten this bit into the ground.
Molted your... Yeah, whatever.
Wrong animal.
Shed your skin. There it is.
I mean...
I know. It's a snake thing.
Yeah, that's definitely a snake thing. Just a little passive bigotry on this side, apparently.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that you were that kind of person, buddy. I don't know if I want to associate.
Yeah, fuck them. Get out of here.
Damn. Real prejudice here. So anyways, now that we've made all of my fellow reptilians very uncomfortable, we are taking place inside our very favorite and very well-traveled bar, known as the Einherjar. And at this point, the die has been cast, so to speak. You have been tasked, or rather, you've taken the idea of raiding the local airport for an Aerodyne. You feel that, or rather Dong felt that it would be a better course of action to attack the tower that presumably one of the lieutenants of Cookbook is residing in from the top. So this is the little side mission in order to acquire said resource. So, but that being said, you have decided to gather at the Einherjar just to make sure that the plan goes off without a hitch. Needless to say, you are infiltrating and basically committing grand theft on a piece of very high-profile property. So, this is your opportunity to do so. It is currently 4 p.m. Dark time, Eastern time, as you are in Rhode Island, or the desolated equivalent thereof. So yeah, I give the floor to you folks.
In Bay City.
Well, you are in Bay City. Bay City is in Rhode Island.
I see.
Lore dump. Anyways.
I see. Well, the big question on our plate is Redline here with us as well?
Redline does appear. She is wearing... Well, every time you see her, she's usually wearing her road leathers. You know,
Yes.
with her bottom rocker and all that stuff. She is... For those that are not acquainted, because Redline has not appeared in this particular stream a lot, she is the renegade outlaw biker and leader of the Orcsma biker gang that used to be in Bay City, but has since frequented over to Providence. And every time you've seen her, like I said, you've seen her in her road leathers, but now it's a little different. She's wearing what looks like not jeans, but you know that weird pant spectrum between jean to slack, where it kind of looks like jeans, but they're mostly slacks. I forget the name of those. They're not khaki. Yeah, the khakis. Yeah, khakis. There we go. She's wearing like black khakis.
Aha. Khakis.
Yeah, and a nondescript gray T-shirt, which is. Well, she probably got like 3XL because she's a big lady.
She is very tall. Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of us are pretty tall.
Yeah,
Of
they're
stature.
real Amazon hours here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Habit. Habit.
Yeah?
Habit.
Yeah?
You ready for this?
Y'all didn't even... how... Did y'all call me? Like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, you're here.
everyone who I
Everyone, it's just here.
yeah.
Alright.
Well, Owen is not here yet. He's doing presumably fixer business right now.
Behind the show
Goddamn.
curtain.
Not feeling it today, guys, but I'm here.
Well, you better get in the mood because we've got a major haul to do.
God, what have y'all been doing this whole entire time? Like, we're going on an Aerodyne? To Jesus Christ.
Look, it wasn't my idea. It was actually... She looks at Kira. Well, someone called for me.
I mean,
I mean,
you first.
I said if I could pilot an air vehicle, I'd love to help, but I don't have that skill. I can't. I never had to fly an Aerodyne.
You're in a private stall. At this point, they just assume that there's no point in patting you down for weapons, so they just redirect you over to the private stall, which is soundproof and all that stuff, since you've become regulars at this bar.
Oh, good.
Free.
And she crossed. Mhm.
Man, what was his name? Was it Cody? Is he still working here?
Oh my
Cody?
god.
Oh my.
No, it's Dylon.
Dylon, yeah, Dylan. I
Oh
wanted him to
God.
be my buddy.
Dylan isn't working right now.
Oh yeah, he works at night. It's 4 p.m. right?
It's
Or
true.
usually later.
It's true. You guys usually show up around like 7 p.m., which is when Dylan... I almost said Dylon. You almost had me say Dylon.
Oh, Dylan. Not fun when he's not here.
So- Redline crosses her leg. That's why I'm here. I'm the pilot.
Oh shit. Damn. I mean, I heard about you and how the way you handle a cycle, but I didn't think you also did aerodynes too. Like, holy shit, that's pretty impressive.
She side-eyes Kira. Yeah, well, me and aviation have a history.
Should we be concerned about this history?
Should I be concerned
So
about
I
the
don't
fact
hear
you're a
that.
cop?
You have the right to remain silent.
Oh, please, you're gonna hold me in contempt? Especially since you called me for illicit criminal activity?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
You escorted me here.
You're the one that called me to, quote, illicitly procure a air vehicle.
Hey, now, guys. Let's just have some drinks. Or, I guess not, because we are about to go into this mission soon, aren't we? So we don't want to be drinking and driving. I don't ever condone that, even though I do condone just drinking.
For the record, Oleg is the one who put us in contact with you. If it weren't for his idea, I would have assumed that you're still running around Providence.
Well,
Y'all got chummy with Oleg?
No.
Yeah, I mean, all right.
What else
Fine.
have I missed since I was gone?
A lot, apparently. By the way, who the
Jeez.
hell are you?
That's DJ Tetsuo.
I'm not DJ Tetsuo. Stop it.
I didn't want to say it, but I was wondering if you got chummy with DJ Tetsuo when we decided to start edge running.
No, I'm Habit. I've been a Ripper Doc around the Chinatown area. Just really been chilling there for most of the time that I've been hearing all of your story kind of blow up on the news. So I've seen a couple of things. Like, holy shit, y'all did like some weird highway vehicle heist to get one of your boys out? Like, holy shit.
God. Redline just buries her face in her hands. There are some emotions that are happening on her cybernetically augmented face.
I guess I hit on a nerve. I'm sorry.
Coil was one of the best. What I did for him, I'll never regret. But
Habit joined up approximately 1 week after Nastasha bid it.
Yeah, I've been hearing her about her too.
Well, I mean, she was the CEO of the Midnight Rangers brand, so the whole corporation,
Yeah.
which you are now underneath, signed on with. So
Wait, holy shit. Did I even forget about that? Maybe I've just been having too many drinks.
I think for the sake of the mission and my mental health, you should probably cut yourself off.
Oh yeah, no. I just remember it's not. I mean, I'm pretty dry right now. It's just like, when I usually meet up with fixers, I usually have a lot to drink, so I don't remember a lot of the details of what I signed up for later on.
That sounds like a great way to get yourself killed. What? Kira, are you sure we should bring him on?
yes, absolutely, he can dodge bullets.
Yeah, I can. Well, I mean, not when I'm wearing my. That depends. What kind of mission are we running here? This seems like it's gonna be an infiltration. We're gonna be stealing this thing, right? Or do we already have the Aerodyne?
All right.
No, we have to get our hands on it.
Well,
All right, then yeah, I'm going in light then for sure.
Yeah. So, she pulls up a data pad that shows something similar to this. If you can see that. How's that looking for you?
That looks, wow.
All right.
That's an airport.
It sure is. We scroll down a little bit. If that makes a change, it looks like it does. Great. We love to see it. Here on the Zoob stream, we get a little paranoid when we bring things into the equation because sometimes I don't know if it's going to actually show up properly. So, that being said, yeah, so we're looking at this particular thing. This airport is one of the I want to say it's one of the most frequently used airports in Boss Wash, but you know, there's still LAX, there's still VAX. That being said, let's touch upon what I know about it, and we can all help fill each other's details.
All right.
So, airport security is positioned at the front desk. The front desk is a singular choke point that goes into the actual building. Inside the actual building, there's a series of terminals, like maybe 10 terminals that are the main ones. And there's a couple more for smaller airlines. They're not really used all that much ever since, well, let's just say it's been long before our time since they've seen some frequent usage.
The good old days of before 9/11. Kidding.
I mean, were you even alive during that time? Probably not.
No.
Yeah, so anyways, there's a couple of major airlines that come out of it. Sigma Airlines and Empirical Airways. Those are the two main brands. Sigma and Empirical work directly with Arasaka and Militech extensions, so you can expect the security to be pretty heavy. That being said, I think Habit's idea of going light is a good idea. We don't want to attract attention. That being said, there are a couple of choke points here and down here where you're going to get, where there's metal detectors, you know, smart chip detectors, that type of thing. Anything with an RFID tag is going to get picked up by the sensors. So, again, I suggest traveling light or traveling plastic. Because if that thing comes down, we're going to have like 20 guards on us.
Huh.
The last thing we need is a gunfight.
But what about my Chrome?
Chrome is going to be itemized and serialized within the Bay City registry. Therefore, anything that's not legal or not on the records, you should probably do your best to try to cover that up.
This might be a little tricky, unless there's another way in to avoid all that.
Well, I vetted a couple of potential blind spots. One is up here. That's by the smaller airlines. I remember what airlines they use. But over here is the smaller multiports. And down here is what I assume to be a janitorial area. But again, that's where the main choke points to the airport proper are. The landing strips and all that.
Now, as far as this airport goes, do we know about their hours of business? Like, are they all day, all night, constantly flying people in and out, or is this like a more privatized sort of field for where those rich folks store their stuff and only take them out for joyrides, sort of thing?
Roll me knowledge expert, your home.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. 2 + 7. $15.
Ooh.
15. With a 15, you know that this is a major airport. We're talking like BOS or LAX. Like a major foot-traveled airport. So yeah, this is going to be 24/7 for sure.
Okay. And the alternative was a military base. Yeah, no. The- yeah.
Rock and a hard place. I mean, you want an Aerodyne, this is going to be an ask.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. That's what I
Can
know.
we just go to one of the smaller corps in the city? Or is that too flashy?
Going to one of the smaller corps in the city isn't going to contain an Aerodyne. They're not going to hold that. All those particular all those particular air-flying vessels need to be registered with the BC, with the Bay City Airline Services.
Got it.
So if you have an Aerodyne, you're either going to have to store that on public property, or you're going to have to store that inside a military base.
Fair enough.
It's LAX, but the L is a lizard.
Oh my god.
So that's what I know. You guys got any questions, comments, concerns?
Well, I'm wondering when Owen's gonna show up.
Well, that's a good question. I haven't seen that guy in a while. So he's coming on the mission with us?
I reached out to him. He should be here soon, I'm hoping.
Okay. Hold on, Doggo got wild. I'm here.
But we don't hear. Oh, there he is.
I didn't want to interrupt the dialogue.
You're a dialogue.
This conversation is happening as Owen is entering the private booth that you guys have at the Einherjar.
No. This conversation is happening in game.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I turn around, like I get up from before he sits down and we're like, "Own, you son of a bitch!" And I go in to basically try to do like the high five grip.
Oh my god, the Predator shake.
Yeah, the predator shake. What does Owen do?
I allow it. What am I gonna do? Why would I stop you?
And I'm like putting a little bit of pressure, like strong handshake, try to get my biceps to bulge.
Oh my god.
What's your reaction?
Confusion and trying to figure out whether or not you're trying to attract me in some sort of way.
What the hell is going on here?
Because I'm not sure what the hell is happening.
I think this is what they call bro love.
Good god.
Mm.
Fucking
Own, you haven't called in like a while. How's it been?
It's been some time, yeah. I was really busy, and I'm sorry about that, but I had to deal with something over in Jersey.
Oh, hey, I mean, fuck, dude, that's everywhere. I understand.
But I'm back, and I'm in for the ride. I got your message, Kira, and sorry I wasn't able to respond, but that's why I'm here.
Well, I mean, you can always be trusted to show up in a pinch, so I'm not too worried about it.
Appreciate that.
Right. So, basic stuff. I guess I reiterate since Owen just entered. Main choke point is in the front desk. Potential entrance points are in the small multi-port for miniature airlines, and what I presume to be a janitor's entrance. Only problem is, this is where the metal detectors, smart weapon, and smart cyberware readers are. So, again, this is owned by some blue chip companies, and the security detail I expect to be pretty fierce, so the idea is to go light.
Okay. Do we have any other access points?
Those are the two I can find. If we want to do some casing, we're gonna have to do that on site.
Right. Makes a lot of sense.
Was
Oh,
this
God.
was this building built off the record?
No. This is a major airport.
I understand that, but a lot of times they do maintenance adjustments. Who owns it? Who runs it?
Well, public records say that it's owned as a joint venture between Horizon, Arasaka, and Militech.
Yeah, never mind.
How the hell do you
Can't
get?
shit for that?
How the hell do you get Arasaka and Militech to put their brains long enough together to do that shit?
Well, it's a long and complicated bureaucratic story. The answer is Arasaka doesn't know it's Militech because it's a shell company.
What? Wow. Damn.
So, I mean, I'm sure that'll be a great field day for the presses if they ever figure out that the other one is on it.
So,
Ooh-wee.
the reason why we are trying to steal an Aerodyne plane is because we have the general location of one of Cookbook's lieutenants. We figure instead of storming our way up a tower, having to face off against every single person in the way, we drop him from above.
Do we have
Start
anyone on
from-
the inside?
What's that?
Do we have anyone on the inside of the airport that we can contact? Or should I find someone? Uniforms, disguises, something we could use to get in on sight unseen.
I mean, that's a good idea. Those bridges have been burned on my end.
Akira's agent will blip in. Oh, it looks like ink is going to be showing up in a moment.
Cool.
That'll be useful.
Yeah, I don't want to try and hack this without a hacker.
She's one of the best.
Yeah, there's no doubt we're gonna need someone to disable those chip readers. There's no way with how chromed I am that I could feasibly get around that.
You're not on board, huh? You're not on board, huh? Like nothing. Like what? You're carrying some stuff that's not above board.
I mean, I can't say where some of my stuff is sourced from, so
Yeah.
I can't, like I just got this chip reader from one of our old from a fixer we just met, but they didn't give me no source. They just gave me the chips, the cyberware itself.
Yeah, those serials are scrubbed. That's gonna be a problem.
Uh-huh. Absolutely, and there's no way I can just get this Neuralink popped off just for in the next, I don't know, 4 hours, like within the next couple minutes.
So we're gonna have to get ink to scramble some of the records so we can pass through some of the sensors.
Right. Well, we're gonna have to get ink into an access point, and we're gonna have to. That might be easier actually, since I think we could probably get into some of those areas in the base in the airport a lot easier than getting to the actual field. Because we
You're
can't
right about
just come
that.
in. Yeah, we can't just come in as people who want to take an air like as clients basically, and then just get it, go around that way.
But if we show up as maintenance staff, I'm sure there's a back entrance that's around all the detectors.
Yeah.
Like
I said, it's over here. Janitorial entrance, I presume.
But who's to say they're not also tracking the janitors?
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't gonna go enter it by myself.
Well, we'll have to put our brains together, really see what sort of capabilities that what we can reasonably expect from what we can do and how much we're gonna have to improvise.
Well, that's why we're here.
Right.
Yeah, but You know,
I'm,
when Ink shows up.
I'm gonna put out a few messages and see if I get anything back that can get us in and out.
Sure. To who and for what?
General message to my contact network to see if I could find an inside person to potentially swipe us either a single uniform or a collection of uniforms that we could don and get in.
Okay, I'm gonna say this is a business roll.
All right, bet.
Yes.
Because you're basically asking for a business favor.
Mm-hmm. Where is... Oh, in this browser. That's right. Because reasons. Where the hell is my bit? Oh, there it is.
Oh, the Dong Throngler might be showing up. Yes. It actually doesn't take Owen long before he gets a anonymous blip on his agent. Sure. Gonna be 1,000 Eddie.
I message it back. Does that come with additional information, or is it just 1,000 eddies for the uniforms?
1,000
And how many uniforms?
1,000 Eddie for the janitoress outfits and for the sensor blockers that you're probably gonna need.
So does that mean... Okay, so that means the janitorial entrances are monitored?
Yeah. Everything's
All right.
everything's on camera on a closed circuit TV.
All right. I'll do 1,500 if he can guarantee delivery at my time and date.
Where to? And when?
So when are we doing this, gang?
Now.
Now?
Ish. I mean, tonight, yeah.
So tonight, and checking over the map. Is there a drop-off point that we could take advantage of near the airport?
Ostensibly,
Like a dead drop?
ostensibly, you would think the parking lot would be the best course of action for that.
All right. So then, yeah, dead drop in the parking lot. Use a Presto's cabbie. Leave it in the trunk,
Sure thing. Gonna be a nice.
and I'll put the...
He gives you a serial number. It's gonna be A012.
Awesome. And I'll leave the eddies in the trunk, and that'll be the exchange.
Groovy.
Thank you.
See you later. Click. Well, not click, but, you know, end of text message.
It's uniforms.
Wow. That was well done.
Thank you.
Couple of
Thanks for coming through. Wow. Yeah. Highly impressed.
couple of seconds later. How many outfits do you need?
1, 2, 3. Let's do 5 just in case.
Might need some that are not one size fits all options, because I don't think some of us will be able to fit in them very comfortably.
All right, and 5, and can we get one of them in the largest available size?
I
Sure.
think we might need 2 of those.
2 in the largest available size.
Yes, Dong and Habit are both quite large.
It's true.
Well, I was also thinking about our dear friend, new friend here,
Oh, Red Line, right.
Red Line, who's tagging along with us.
Okay, then 6. We might need...
Okay, yeah. Okay, then yeah, 6. My apologies.
All right. 1,500 Eddie, because I'm gonna need to find a custom tailor for that.
So 1,500. Well, 1,500 was my original offer with the incentive of meeting at the dead drops tonight.
It's true.
So 2,000.
Yeah, because you upballed him 1500. So
Yeah, to guarantee the delivery.
yeah.
All right, so yeah, I'll offer him 18 for additional cost.
Null Sheen. See you soon.
All this wheeling and dealing making me hungry.
Oh my god, Habit.
And with that,
God.
I shoot a message out to Ink and I ask if she has any special sizing requests.
Nothing special.
All right, then
Alright,
what we got should work.
cool. So is there anything else that you want to do, or are we gonna get on site?
Yeah, do I need to... I look over to Redline. Should I see if I can source some equipment?
What kind of equipment are you thinking?
That's why I'm asking you. You let me know. You let me know what you need. I'll see if I could find it before we go.
She puts her she goes into a pensive, like, rodent thinker type of pose. Well, we could always use some
Ammo,
signal.
small arms.
Could always use some signal jammers.
All right. Let me see. Well, here, let's get our grocery list together, and I'll see if what I can find.
Okay.
Habit, Kira, and then I message Ink any special for the same thing, asking for any special equipment requests.
Well, should be pretty good right now because I still got, yeah, pretty good. I do need someone. If you can get this heavy armor jack, get it repaired by somebody, that'd be great because it's an expensive piece to just replace. So, other than that, I'm gonna be going light, so I don't need this.
Going
right
light,
now.
plastic explosives. Thanks. Thanks, Wiley.
Oh my god.
That sounds like a terrible combination.
We don't want explosives anywhere near the plane that we're trying to appropriate.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure there's some safety guidelines about that.
I mean, if not, there's definitely common sense guidelines.
There is a all good, just a short good here.
All right. So just some signal jammers and someone to repair the armor jack.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, you gotta at least challenge me a little bit. No ammunition, nothing, no specials.
I mean,
If we're
I'm
lucky,
pretty
we won't have to
good.
shoot.
We shouldn't really bring any guns with us, though, should we?
As
Well, we will. I'd say we shouldn't bring anything that'll explode. We will need guns in case that we, there's a lot of people who aren't as sneaky as me, so there might be a firefight. I don't know, but you should come prepared.
I think literally no one is as sneaky as you.
At the sound of Dong's voice, Own
Oh
just
no.
silently turns to him and gives him a hug.
Aww.
I hug back with one arm and I pat your head.
Aww.
look at this family, look at this weird family reunion.
It was just a couple weeks ago when you were threatening to fucking murder him.
We've come a long way. We've had our cathartic heart to heart. We good.
See, after that,
just
a heart
loading
to
in.
heart, Owen didn't show up for a month.
It was an open heart to heart.
Long distance.
Open heart.
Is there any special equipment you think you need, Dong?
Maybe some EMPs. I've got one. I should do us. Yeah, I think I'm good. Wait. No, grenades is a bad idea. It's,
Even EMPs, we don't we don't want to bring down our airplane or have one shut off for however many minutes if we accidentally blow it up nearby. So
what do
yeah,
you mean
EMP is a
accidentally?
no-go too. Unless it's
Fine.
personalized.
Where do we stand on the axe?
You bring it always.
Whoop.
It's an axe.
Good.
Wait, you're not bringing axe to an airport, right?
It's,
Oh shit!
If we were going, Redline, if we were
we're going
going
to the back
into
alley.
the airport normally, I would agree with you. But since we're kind of like sneaking all Sodolak inside,
let's get some pelican cases. Like I don't think these instrument cases going in as maintenance ain't gonna fly. There you go.
Oh, how about maybe some nondescript suitcases so it looks like we are just moving standard airport cargo.
Have we forgot about TSA? They're gonna screen it. I mean, we're gonna have to go around the sensors in order to avoid that picking up. Because I mean, I'm making a sacrifice here. I'm not bringing Jolene with me.
Right.
I start quietly singing Jolene under my breath.
I thought that was the purpose of the maintenance outfits and getting onto the airstrip
Well,
and the
the
signal
main...
jammers.
Yeah, but I mean, there's gonna be checks because again, you don't want your maintenance coming in really willy-nilly. I mean, I guess we could just toss this briefcases over the other side of the tent.
Angel, you're gonna kill me.
I guess.
we could do that. We could toss them someplace and acquire them afterwards. Hopefully they don't get picked up or some nonsense.
I'm looking at my fancy gun. I'm like,
Like
I don't
we
wanna take a chance.
we like toss them onto the roof or something like that, and take a roof access after we get inside and grab them and sort of
Yeah.
thing.
We could also put them in, or just put them in some suitcases, toss them over the chain link fence out of camera shot, and go pick them up once we're on the airstrip.
I mean, that's what I was thinking.
Well, I mean, if
But it's
we'd have to get on the strip in order to do that.
Oh my god.
Mm,
How are we gonna get our shit in there? Can't we just... I mean, there's gotta be some kind of hazards delivery. I mean, like everything. It's a major airport. Like, even
Can we
like-
steal an Arasaka truck or something that they won't scan too thoroughly?
Oh, well,
So
well,
you
well,
want to
first of
steal
all-
a truck so we can break into an airport, so we can steal an airplane that we can use to therefore, I mean,
Yes.
every step that we add to this is only going to increase our probability of shit going absolutely sideways, which is something that unfortunately we are getting more and more used to, but we should at least try to have some risk management here.
God, I wonder. You know, I kind of feel like I wish we still had that hardwood truck, because at least if we went in that, like, people would question it, but they wouldn't bat an eye.
I
Zoob the RAP.
Yeah, that's a good question. Y'all raise a good point.
I feel like it's so much could go wrong if we throw all of our good shit just randomly into the airport.
All right, so what if we don't even interact with the building at all? Like, what is? Oops.
There we go.
Oh, do you mean just cut our way through into the fence? and
Right,
then
like
sneak away.
I imagine there's a sensor that will tell them right away if their fence has been breached. But what if we plan around that? What if that's used as some sort of distraction?
If we're gonna cut through fencing, we're gonna have to cut out the circuit first, electrified.
Ah,
I point at my axe. Huh?
yeah, but you will get shocked if you hit it with your axe. That's what is being conveyed to us.
Is there a method that we can just like direct the power up from one node in one section of the fence?
Here's a question.
I mean, that's a thought.
Why do we need to go to the airport? What if we just don't?
Then we don't get an aerodyne and I don't get paid.
We need it because the other option is that we storm a fortified building to get to the top floor to fight the boss and every goon and ganger on the way up.
Do we
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be.
specific aerodyne to do that?
No, we just need a aerodyne.
We just need something to get us in the air.
All right. Well,
I am going.
we did all this work to plan this heist, and now we're gonna do another.
No, don't.
Hey,
Welcome, my
Oleg himself tossed us these scraps here.
Yeah.
like if you can get an aerodyne, Redline can fly it. So if we don't have to rob a airport, fine. I'm good and dandy with that.
Look, it's an airport, or it's an army complex.
Unless,
Those are our only
unless someone
options.
unless
Out
someone
of
can raise a
character.
magic.
Uh,
Yeah, those are the two options.
That's
And the army is the bad idea.
that out of character.
You
that
know-
you know of.
Oh no!
You know,
I
you-
have a potential plan B, or plan
Oh,
C, I guess.
Oh fuck it, yeah. What's your
That
plan?
would okay. So hand on head. Well, fuck it. In character,
Say it.
if
Say it.
if I mean, the mayor's secretary owes us a favor.
She owes us several.
Exactly.
yeah.
The mayor has private transport. Who's to say that we don't go to their private airstrip for bureaucrats with permission, take a little helicopter, and fly it over there?
Yeah, try it.
Ballsy.
Try
On
it.
a gyrocopter? Huh.
Yeah.
If I'm honest,
Yo.
if you can get us that, like a safe way that we can keep our equipment and get in, get a chopper and get out, I'm in.
I mean, we could always go and raid a trauma team.
That's,
Uh,
that's even
Yeah,
dumber
but
than
that-
fighting the army. Are you insane? I
Those
I
fuckers
say,
owe me.
I say we try Owen's plan. If it doesn't work, we can still do the heist.
Oh my gosh, because I you know, the other thing too is like, do they even scan VIP items? Because we could just give her weapons and have her send it in,
You're
and if
Why?
we're gonna go
Why
through the
would
maintenance.
that's what I'm saying? Why would we even? We wouldn't even need to go to the airport if she can get us permission to borrow a helicopter or aerodyne. Like we won't have to jump through any of these hoops. All I have to do is just shoot her a message and ask if she could talk and see what she could do. There's no guarantee that she can do anything for us,
Right, but the
but
thing
she
is
does
that
owe
we,
us a few favors anyway, so I feel like
Right.
it would kind of go in our favor.
but we
Alright.
are. All right.
so,
Look, Owen, when we were making these plans, you were ghosting us. Let's just put it out on the table. We were being ghosted, you know? And I don't hold it, but we had to operate under the assumption that we weren't going to have you with us. So now that you are with us, and I'm beyond grateful, it's just, you know, I'm perfectly fine with this idea, and I hope it works. That's all I'm trying to say.
that was a lot of words to say very little.
I squeeze Kira's shoulder and I go, yeah. It's okay.
If-
Right. And you just paid a bunch of eddies for us to get stuff here anyways.
We
didn't
had to
give
go
you
to
jack
fucking
shit yet.
Oleg. Fucking
Yeah,
Oleg
Yeah,
for this idea.
I owe Oleg a favor, so I hope you guys got my back with that.
Why would you owe Oleg a favor if you didn't use the resources that he offered?
Redline. We have Redline. We have a
Because Redline is the resources he's offering.
Yeah.
He's paying for her.
Yeah, about that. And she kind of clears her throat. I have an additional thing I need to pick up at the airport. As much as I don't want to storm a major airport, I gotta pick up something for him. To get
What do you have to pick up?
a black box.
Oh shit.
I stare at the ceiling like,
All right.
can we do that by going through the airport normally?
I mean, I'm gonna have to get on the airstrip regardless.
Right. Wait. Where is this black box being held? Actually, do we
It's
have a? Is it going to be with the cargo?
inside an airplane, like black boxes usually are?
Oh.
Is it gonna be on the specific plane that we're trying to take?
She kind of
No.
She kind of silently like lowers her head.
There's like a vein like throbbing in the middle of my forehead, like.
And you were gonna tell us about this when?
Thou?
Nah. Okay. Fair
Okay.
enough.
I was
But-
just waiting
All
for us
right.
to, figure out how we're going to heist the Aerodyne
Okay,
before I mentioned that.
So this is the plan that I got, right? As far as our equipment, I mean, if we're gonna be going in as maintenance, they're not gonna suspect us if we have no equipment. If we could make it all the way to this plane, why not have your secretary friend just send cargo to that plane. By the time we get there, our equipment will be there, ready to load, and we could just get our shit and also get this black box at the same time.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Hold that thought. The black
Because
box.
if
No, hold that thought. The black box is going to be recording us doing a very, very public crime. We need that black box gone or destroyed before we say or do anything on that plane.
Well, I gotta take what's on it off it first.
Yeah, fine. I don't want to give Oleg that kind of fulcrum to levy against us.
That's a
You
good,
hear what I'm saying?
that's a good point. It's a damn good point.
Besides, Oleg is someone that has something coming for him at some point anyway.
Mm-hmm.
right, but still, we gotta play this mission straight.
Yeah. So again, what I'm saying is, Ink, when we get on the plane, you help Redline get the information she needs. Then we fry that box. Sound good?
Yeah.
Boss,
All right.
what's the plan?
We don't want to leave evidence behind anyway, so.
We're about to do something fucking stupid with that plane. We cannot be recording it the whole time.
Right. All right. So yeah, why don't we get that lady on the line? See if because the way I think it's they're not gonna check VIP luggage at all. Because I
They're
mean,
gonna-
like,
They'll expect
there's a lot of
weapons.
different kinds of shady shit that they send anyways. So
It's true.
They'd also expect weapons to be part of the entourage of a big politician anyway. So,
exactly. You think that air marshal ain't carrying something along with them? Yeah.
Mhm.
So let's do that.
Wait. Can we just get us as ourselves put on that plane?
You mean like
It-
put us on the VIP list?
Yeah.
Well, it's an independent Aerodyne being stored technically off
Oh,
the record.
mm,
Oh yeah.
And it's one thing to have Sarah send over some luggage to be loaded. It's another thing to have Sarah send over individuals who are then about to go commit a very public crime.
That is true. Okay, just send the luggage, and then we'll sneak in through the back.
I like habits.
Well, that thing about the plane being off the record means that it's almost a victimless crime.
Almost.
Almost.
That depends on how many scraps we get into in between point A and point
Wait a
B.
minute. Redline, you're flying the plane over the building, and we're all jumping out?
That's my area of expertise. We're gonna rappel.
Well, the
So
the Aerodyne can hover, right?
You're right.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah,
V-
that's the entire point.
It's a VTOL.
I understand that, but like, are you going with us once we're in the building?
No, she's gonna dip out when we're ready for Xville. She's gonna come back and pick us up.
Yep. That was my
She'll be there.
Remember, this way we don't have to fight literally all the goons. We're gonna go in, kill the target, make our way back out. If we can, set some traps and explosives. That'll buy us even more time, and we can make our way right back out the way we came in.
Yeah. The way he pitched it to me, it was like the Johnny Silverhand assault against Arasaka, but with less people dying, hopefully.
Hopefully less sneaks.
Well,
too, right?
yeah, we're not putting a nuke on top of that building, so.
Wait, why not?
Well, I mean, we
fucking
do
nuke.
know where
We
we
live
can get a radioactive payload, technically.
I will not say this again. We are not nuking the city we live in. We're not doing that.
I am kidding. I understand.
I'm like
I get
looking at
the
Kira.
concept of non-nuclear armaments, but I'm talking like high explosives.
All right.
This
Before
is gonna
we start
sound
talking
stupid.
about blowing up crap, what are we doing?
Let's take one mission at a time.
Okay. Call Sarah, see if she can hook this up. Then we go to a night market, pick up some goods, load that into the planes. Then we get into these janitors' outfits and get into the airport. Sound good?
Just to be clear, there is no night market. There's one person. I can call someone to do maintenance on the heavy armor jack, and with them they will bring any of the supplies that I could request, but there's not going to be a night market. So
Okay,
that's why I said if I can source it, or if they can source it, I can get it. But otherwise, we're going in with what we got.
Okay. Can we grab some grenades and some EMPs?
Yes.
We just talked about grenades.
No, we're gonna get this loaded onto the plane for us.
Oh.
We're not gonna be carrying this
Yes,
in.
this is the equipment that we're gonna pick up. We're gonna load it into suitcases, and if Sarah can, she's gonna send it to the airport, and then we'll pick it up from the designated location that is on the airstrip where it's not gonna get checked.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a plan.
And I do shoot out a message to Sarah and ask if she has a moment to talk.
Oh boy, what is it this time? Upside down smiley face.
God, I love her. I need a favor. I need to get some equipment onto the airstrip.
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Smiley face.
I know you are.
Oh my god.
I just messaged her back. I didn't need to ask. I got tabs on all my contacts.
Wow, that's creepy.
Also, your hair looks great today.
Like subconsciously, I don't even know the text is happening.
I'm saying you, bro. That's pretty cringe.
It's supposed to be.
There's
No,
She's
that's-
gonna come at me with sass.
Sarah is
habit.
typing.
Like, nah, habit is just saying, bro. That's pretty cringe.
I'm hiding
Jesus Christ,
behind
it's Jason
Kira.
Bourne.
I'm hiding behind Kira, like, help. I want to report a crime.
Like
You have the right to remain
Text message
silent.
right here, officer.
Sarah's been typing for like 5 minutes, and there's just no response yet. You just see the 3 dots.
Excuse
I
everyone
put
for
Jesus-
the guys.
I just
This is
respond,
totally
Jesus
normal.
Christ, it was a joke. Good lord.
What do you want, Don? What do you want, Own?
What do you want? Kidding.
I just want friendship.
And you have it. I ask her if she can get some suitcases onto the airport unchecked. We just need to get some equipment.
Roll eyes emoji. I suppose.
Oh, I was about to get my roll ready. Goddamn, you had me. I got PTSD now.
Roll for ice.
And ... For the record, after this, like, this is going to cost you.
Oh, I know.
Good. Expect an invoice coming across your desk very soon. Smiley face.
For what? That's if I ask for anything again.
That's for me to know and you to find out, smiley face.
I thought you said she owed you
Just like
something.
3 fucking times, dude. We've saved her life. Literally, we saved her from a hostage situation on a boat.
It's true.
Just,
It's not worth. It's as long as she can get what I want. I ain't gonna argue with her. I'll let it happen.
fine.
All right, cool. In any case,
And if I owe her a favor, I owe her a favor. No sweat.
All right. Where do you want this dropped off? And what exactly am I picking up?
We can hand deliver a couple of suitcases to any specified location that you want, and it's gonna contain the equipment that we need to, how shall I say, do our job.
Oh boy, international man of mystery. This one. Okay. How many crates are we going to forget to invoice at the... Where are we going?
What airport is it, guys?
It's Lizard International Airport.
Oh my...
Lizard International Airport. Did I hear that right?
Oh my god.
no, they're just memeing.
We are memeing super hard
Nope.
right now.
The Bay City Airport is known to have a lizard as its mascot.
Oh no, stop.
Yes.
No. Why are you entertaining this?
Sometimes,
This is entertaining.
Sorry.
sometimes in improv you
I
have to go
just-
yes and.
I just text her back an emoji of a lizard and an airplane.
Quick question. Do we know what hangar the plane that we're stealing is?
Hangar 18.
Do
Oh,
we know
Jesus
what's in?
Christ.
Wait,
Yeah.
do we know what's in hangar 19 or the one next to it?
No.
Because if
We're gonna
that's
drive-
empty,
We're gonna drive our Mustangs onto the airstrip with a license plate that says Dave on it. Let's fucking go.
Oh my
no,
God.
'cause, like, if
Go.
if we get our stuff sent to the hangar next door, that'll save us having to like lug it like a far distance. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, that was the plan. is
Well,
to get
we can't necessarily get picky. She's gonna have an unmarked crate stored at wherever she can put it. So let's not
Yeah.
let's not get
This
too
would be helpful.
picky.
If
Right.
we go, can we get it here specifically?
If-
That might be helpful.
And how much gear do you anticipate we're gonna be carrying? I thought this was just our weapons, some ammo,
Yeah,
and
we're
some armor.
we're going light for this one. We
No,
can
we're-
get
We're going into the airport unarmed. We're leaving all of our guns and equipment that we're gonna do the big fight in our luggage, basically.
Okay.
Yes.
She does
That makes sense.
continue to ask how many crates you need to have her forget to make notice of.
So we're talking a crate. How big of a crate are we talking here?
I mean, it's just gotta hold all our guns and weapons.
Probably not
Somewhere between a dong and her own size.
Yeah.
she-
No, I mean-
I'm asking Zoob in universe. Like, what am I looking
Sarah-
at working with here? Like,
Sarah texts back an image of what looks like a fairly big, like holding crate.
like international shipping style kind of crate, like
like
pallet sized.
yeah, like a pallet-sized crate that's used for hauling cargo.
Oh, that's more than enough. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Anti.
That should be plenty. Just one.
Can I just be in there and I can jump out like surprise?
I'm sure they'll scan.
Can we?
I mean,
Can
No,
we?
probably not. It's
Look,
it's,
the
it's still
zoo.
gonna be like scanned, and if there's a human being in it, it's gonna be like.
Well, no.
hmm,
If it's an unchecked crate, they're not unmarked crate. They're not gonna look.
Can we all just go in the crate?
No,
No.
only one of us,
yeah.
and I vote you.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Maybe two.
If Zoo will
I'm-
let us put Dong inside of this fucking shipping crate, then I am fully on board.
Yeah, I'm into this too.
Will you be able to breathe in there? Is
We'll
the
drill
question.
holes. We'll drill breathing holes.
Okay, so you can feasibly put one person in there who is like 6 feet tall or shorter.
I'm
It's
taller
not
than that.
it's not gonna be comfortable, but you can feasibly do that.
I feel like I'm the person who's gonna get us like into shenanigans if I go with the stealth team. So yeah, put me in the crate, and that way I can stop talking.
Yeah, I mean you could
How about this? 2 crates, one crate with our equipment, the other crate with a dong.
yeah,
Yes.
there you go.
Just a
I'm-
big sweaty dong inside of one crate by itself.
Wow, that is a terrible way to phrase that.
The unseen dog is the deadliest.
You're just gonna like the guards are occasionally gonna hear the whisper of package coming from the crate.
You're gonna get the Jordan Peele sweats.
oh,
But yeah, I guess you could if you text 2, she'll say 2 is fine.
Okay.
Crates.
I'm gonna take a pillow with me into the crate and have like a power nap.
Dong, don't even worry, I got you covered. And I
man.
shoot another message off to the fucking what the hell was his name? I don't know. I know I had a guy, not Hamzat, it was someone else.
Overdrive?
Override.
It was the Italian guy.
override.
Override.
Was
It
it
was the
Override?
Italian guy.
I think it was Override,
It
yeah.
is Override.
I shoot a message over to him for Habit's armor jack to be repaired, and I ask him if he can pick up my grocery list that I sent him.
Could you add some
When he meets
grenades
us-
and
Yes, that's on. That's on the grocery list. Grenades,
Fuck
EMP grenades. Yeah, I got you.
chef kits. Oh, you've missed me doing some fucking bullshit with grenades.
Yeah,
It's been-
Oh,
yeah.
don't worry. I'm gonna make sure you have plenty of opportunity to. I got 13,000 eddies that I gotta adjust with. So we got money to get this funded.
let's fucking go.
Override confirms that he could do that.
Sick. How much?
Well, it's gonna take a little bit. I gotta repair some. How bad is it?
I have it to take a picture of the armor jack and send it to me.
Yeah, it's a few points away from its
Total
from its
ablation.
maximum. Yeah, so
Wow, that's a big ass hole. What happened? An elephant gore you or something?
Hmm.
yeah, the last time I was actually, when did this happen? Was that
Bay
was
City
that
Ripper,
after?
right?
Yep, Bay City Ripper.
Oh yeah, we sure did fight a cyber psycho.
Mm.
That was fun. And also, I got stabbed by random people. Like,
that
when
did
I was searching. I was opening doors and
It was a
some
fucking Tonberry.
poked out people just all decided that they wanted to stab me with knives.
It's true.
So there you go.
You were getting pretty
Uh,
handsy with some very unsettled people.
I don't blame them, honestly. Could you imagine the size of habit fucking charges into your building?
DJ Tesso pays you a surprise visit. You stab him.
You know, like DJ Tetsuo, who is dead, who we know is dead, has entered your building while you're like tripping nuts. I would go for a knife first. That would be it.
Yeah.
Christ.
I don't know, man. I keep seeing like.
Really quick.
Uh-huh.
How many grenades? How many EMP grenades?
3 grenades, 1 EMP grenade. I've still got 8 grenades, so that brings me up to 4.
800 eddies so far.
Yeah, that's
How
all
many
I need.
EMPs you said? Sorry.
Just 1, so then I have 2.
Okay, so 1 EMP and 3 regular grenades. And a bundle of biotoxin arrows for myself. And honestly, I ask him if it's even worth repairing this heavy armor jack. Like what the ratio, like if I'm better off just getting a new one and I can give him the broken one.
Well, I guess you could fix the weave, but I sure you want to do that? I mean, armor jack ain't cheap, but
Heavy armor jack ain't cheap
yeah.
at all. That's 500 eddies.
It's gonna be about
every time.
It's gonna be about 300 eddy for me to fix that.
That's fine.
How long do you think it'll take to fix?
Oh,
I don't need it today.
It's gonna be a couple days.
That's good.
All
Okay,
right.
So we set everything up for a couple of days when everything's ready.
All right. That'll be we'll say it's about we'll say it's 1400 even.
So I did.
I do give you 300 eddies. So
I Well, if we're gonna wait a couple of days before we do this, I was originally under the impression that we needed all this tonight.
no. Well, the heavy armor jack we don't need tonight.
Right.
That's for later. I have other armor jack that we can go in with.
Yeah. It's gonna take a couple days to repair his armor.
Yeah, it's just how armor works. It takes a while to repair expensive items.
If we're getting the plane, we're doing the drop tonight as well.
Yeah, which will be
Okay.
fine.
All right, 666. Let's get her done.
Let's just not get shot up right now, because
Yeah.
that's the only thing.
I'm gonna
If
have
we're
to-
doing both right after the other.
Well, here's the thing. We're gonna have to pick up the Aerodyne. We're gonna have to scrub the record. I'm gonna have to break the black box, like you said, after I scrub the information. Then we're gonna have to get this thing deserialized and off the grid because there's gonna be a shitload of sensors on it.
So it might take a while before the raid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna have
That's
to keep
fine.
it off the grid for a couple of days in order to scrub it from the records.
That makes sense.
Okay. Just tell me when I need to climb in the box. That's all I need to know.
All right. Are we
Yeah, we're ready.
Are we done here? All right.
I'm ready.
Well, I want to clarify. So we're doing this in a couple of days.
No, we're doing.
No. The raid is happening in a couple of days. We're getting the Aerodyne now.
Yeah,
So
we're
we
still
don't need our equipment to get on the airstrip then, do we?
Oh, yeah, we do. Because we need to get it onto the.
Yeah, in case it's basically as a just in case something happens. You know.
If you guys start getting into shit, book it towards the crates. I'll pop out and start popping off.
Right.
Well,
it's insurance.
I offer Overdrive an extra 300 eddies just for his troubles, because I know I can count on him in a pinch. Which puts me at a grand total of 3,500 spent for the evening.
Wow.
Holy.
And then I ask Sarah where I need to meet her,
Oh, you're not meeting me. Smiley face.
or where I need to go.
Let's say Hank. Well, where do you want me to selectively and coincidentally forget I should where we should leave these items, shall we say?
The hangar
It's
next
close
door
to
to the
hangar.
hangar.
As close to Hangar 18 as possible.
All right, I can get someone to do that for you. By the way,
Awesome.
and then you see her text message history just completely stop.
Curious.
What is?
This is the last time
What
this is the last time you're texting this phone. This is burned.
Cool.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
And text messages stop.
Mm-hmm.
All
We
right.
have just commissioned a crime on that phone. That makes sense for her to destroy it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we did. This is why, as a fixer, I use my burner.
Mhm.
Yeah. For it.
So then, yeah, but she didn't tell us where we need to go to load the crates.
You said to drop off the crates at Hangar 18, and that's what she's gonna do.
Yeah, no, but where we
Yeah,
where
but we need to
leaving the
put things
crates?
inside of them.
Mhm.
Truth.
Niner yar.
Yeah, might as well.
Oh God.
In
No,
a,
that's a big fucking trail somewhere else,
That's
right?
truth. Well,
I guess so.
you could have her drop it off before she burns the phone in the parking lot. There are a couple of as Redline would point out, there's a couple of like places where you can offload some of your excessive luggage, like dolly carts and things like that, like at the nexus of the parking lot and the front entrance.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
come on.
Because I'm under the impression that we are going to whatever drop location that we need to go to load up Dong and all of our equipment into these crates. And then we're headed off to the airport so that in the parking lot I can pop the trunk of that Presto's cab and we could unload the uniforms that we ordered.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. As long as we're all on the same page.
Yep.
That
All right.
that was Blades in the Dark retroactively fitted into the narrative, so that has all been taken care of.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Sounds good
Sounds
to me.
good.
I was gonna say, because I thought I'd spend all those eddies for a reason. I was about to get mad.
Yeah. No.
I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's your. This is the big F favor, as it were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. All right.
Okay.
Anything else you want to sort, or are we going to the airport?
Oh, where?
I just asked Sarah if she wants me to leave her an extra burner or
There was no further history that comes back. She probably shattered the phone.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Then who was
Let's roll.
phone?
Then who was phone?
Oh yeah, and I forgot. I think I ordered signal jammers from the first guy too, right?
Yes.
I believe he did. Yes.
Yes.
That's why.
Okay, sick.
That's why it was.
he
14
provide. Yeah. He has chip jammers for us, so that's coming with the outfit.
Yeah, that's why it was 1400.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And you get
And then
Yep.
there was the extra to get it expedited. So
Yeah.
let's go.
Am I in the crate yet?
You will be once you hit the airport. Are we hitting the airport?
I'm
Yeah.
ready.
Yeah, we can
Everybody
hit the
good to
airport.
go? Ink, you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Alright.
I'm glad it's not me in that box.
I look at Habit and I smile. I go, I'm incapable of not causing chaos. This is the right choice.
I just go crazy.
What else is safety?
Oh my God.
I love that.
So, the parking lot, if you've ever been to an airport, is multi-tiered and partially enclosed because it's like a car park. And at the top, you see civilians offloading and onboarding their parcels and whatnot. And you see in the central, you see that it's been tiered A to like, how many tiers is this? A to J. And A is like top level, so that's where you guys are. And you see A012 has a Presto that is black chromed out. Looks a little bit nicer than most Prestos, but not too conspicuously nice. And you presume that is your dead drop.
Alrighty.
I do a big theatrical yawn. I put on the nightcap and I climb into the crate.
Yes.
Dong is surprised to see a small but extremely comfortable looking pillow stored in the crate ready.
My head pops back out of the crate. I look at Owen and I wink. Then I go back in.
Good lord.
And I give him the old finger gun.
I thought I thought we were using discretion here. just get in the fucking cart.
Like I'm snuggled up like a cat, just like.
I hate this.
She
I love this so much.
Redline like very heavy-handedly puts the lid over the cart that contains Dong.
I loudly go, "Love you."
So here for this.
All right, so there are civilians coming in and out. I mean, this is an airport after all. It is evening around this time. It's about like 5 p.m. once you get all your ducks in a row, and you do see that the trunk, if you want to touch it, is wireless key fobbed, and there was an RFID code key that was sent to your agent that you can use to wirelessly unlock this thing.
Yeah. So I do that. I pop the trunk.
Boop, boop. It opens, and there's a lot of homemade goodies that you requested.
Awesome. And we unload, and I assume we all check the bags collectively, including Redline, make sure that everything that was requested is stored in there, and I leave the cred stick with the eddies in the trunk and close it.
Thank you for choosing Prestos, where we get you there in a flash.
Boy.
I love it.
And then
All right. Let's suit up.
Alrighty.
All right.
So,
Ready the ride.
next course of action.
I kind of look towards Kira and Redline, waiting for the
I think next up, we see if we can get inked. Well, we have the blockers, right? And that'll let us get in with whatever we got currently, right? So that also means that that'll let us get to an access point that'll allow us to compromise their security systems, I imagine.
Yeah.
So step by step, one foot in front of the other.
Right.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Well,
Get me
luckily,
there, and I can-
getting a cyber deck in isn't conspicuous enough, so we should be fine with that.
It is mounted into my body glove.
Soup tea can be a bitch.
Oh. Dong is not in the box of shame, Wiley. You take that back.
He is in a box where he should be ashamed, but he's not.
Dong is in a heart-shaped box.
Listen, you boys are out here sneaking around in stinky, like, 3-time used outfits. I've got a pillow. I don't know. I think I'm winning here.
Until
Yeah.
someone drops a grenade inside the crate.
I am the grenade.
All right. So we do start. I'm starting to make my way downtown, walking
Yep.
fast, faces fast,
Fair enough.
because I don't want to be own bound.
Not today.
Everyone
Not
roll me a. Well, you guys dropped the crates already. So where are you gonna put on the outfits right now, or are you?
Yeah.
Gonna, okay. All right. Roll me a stealth
Yeah.
check. Fairly low.
Okay.
Because I mean, you're changing clothes in the middle of a parking lot. Come on.
All right. Cool.
Oh, okay. Sick.
Wow.
Oh, sick. Nice.
19.
Damn.
Couple 19s.
Regular nude ninja
Alright,
over here.
Gosh, what is
Damn right.
I haven't had rolled.
Dex
I
plus
haven't
stealth.
rolled in so long. Okay.
Dex plus stealth.
Admittedly, Ink's just sort of putting ink stuff over the top.
I mean, honestly.
Very conspicuous cyber suit. 8 for me.
Cool. We do a good job.
Excellent. No one expects a weird, motley hodgepodge crew of a clearly, like, almost bored up orc woman a very buff Southern lady, and
Another borged up individual.
another bored up Indonesian guy, and
This DJ Tetsuo.
a very svelte Vietnamese dude.
Well, I mean, without the business casual digs, I just look like a regular old Vietnamese guy.
It must look so striking, like how small, in comparison, Owen must be to everyone else who's built like a fucking brick shit house.
Yeah.
What about you? Practically a fucking church mouse.
It's like you're their weird gym supply teacher, taking them on a school trip.
It really is. It really is. It's like college. It's like a high school principal is or not, like the principal of the elementary school is bringing a bunch of like first graders around the airport, like in terms of size discrepancy.
I turn off my hair. Like, oh yeah, this is not gonna be good if suddenly I'm like DJ Tetsuo in a maintenance outfit.
Oh my god.
I put on some mirror shades.
This is
Just tell people you're doing some character work for an upcoming role. You're
Oh,
being
no.
method.
Oh my god.
Uh,
So, Redline starts making for the back entrance.
all right, I'm right behind her because I was actually making my way down first.
Excellent.
Okay.
Yep, and I'm gonna kind of stagger us out, so it doesn't look like a squad of people just marching in. But yeah, I am behind.
Cool. The maintenance hatch leads to a back area where you see kind of like a lobby off the lobby. It's kind of like a how do you say it? It's an employee holding room, I guess, for lack of a better term. And then you kind of shunt your way out of that, and you're at the main terminal area with your items, or not items. There we go.
Wait,
Oh,
why
wait.
are we going to the terminal? Why don't we need to just get to the airstrip?
Yeah, this is the back end of the airstrip. It's like a security area slash like VI, well, not really VIP, but like people that have emergency flights that want to be on the DL.
Got it. So then, yeah, if no one's gonna step in our way, I'm just gonna go make my way to the airstrip door. You got to carry yourself like you belong there.
Yeah. Stealth plus.
Fair plan.
Everyone roll me a stealth check versus my perception.
I challenge yourself and raise you
Oh.
acting.
Yeah, you can do that. All right. No problems from Ink. Own, you look like a unassuming janitor, and they kind of side-eye you and just realize that you're, just a janitor. Yup. Okay, so when they reach, when Habit starts making his way down here,
Yeah.
the security guards kind of look at him as Kira kind of hits the rear. Ink and Own are taking the front for the sake of this narrative.
Mm-hmm.
Because I staggered us out, so yeah, I'll take the front.
Yeah, so you pass by, no problemo. They just see a janitor, and they don't. Ink is so unassuming that they don't even notice her as she passes.
Mm-hmm.
It's when Habit gets here that things get a little spicy.
Oh.
I gotta also roll Dex and Stealth plus for our bad girl. Oh, that's not too bad. sec. Oh my god, never mind.
Oh, she would have been good if she didn't roll that one. Yeah, it's
Roll
on
the
the
same as
same
me.
level.
Yeah.
Roll
It's
the
not
same as
terrible.
Mystic. Yeah.
Habit goes by the desk and they kind of go, wait a second. And then Kira passes. And then and then Redline passes. Then everyone's like, what is going on here? Excuse me.
Uh,
What? Are you new? We don't recognize your faces. Looks especially at Kira and Redline.
I step in and and then what I want to do is
No, don't do it. Whatever you're about to do, don't fucking do it.
Hey, you let Habit do Habit things.
Habit.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I take off my glasses and I put on my tech hair
Oh my god.
and I'm just like they're with me.
What the fuck? What kind of persuasion roll? I have no idea how you expect this to help your situation, but okay. This is gonna be at a -2.
This is why I'm in the fucking box.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put all my luck into this.
This is gonna be the dumbest bullshit if you succeed.
I love it.
Oh my fucking god!
What?
Why?
Are you fucking joking?
Crit!
Are you fucking
max
joking?
roll crit? That's a 30?
DJ Tetsuo? What? There's a moment of like sheer like confusion between the guards as they're like, why is DJ Tetsuo, a famous international celebrity, dressed up as a janitor for our airport?
Dude, that got me drunk. I'm not even drinking alcohol. I just got intoxicated by that.
DJ
I'm so
Tetsuo? What? Hold on. What? What?
You know all those screen, like, you know how like I just say it's, I just like needed to stay away from the limelight. Like those things, those are like some of those scream sheets actually have seen.
Oh my god.
I don't know if you've seen some of those screen sheets, like, but some of those are real.
Redline,
You know?
Redline actually walks over and like puts a hand on one of the security guard's shoulders, and she tries to hold the fact that she's rolling her eyes. You just got pranked, bitch. You're on closed circuit camera.
Yeah.
What? Oh shit! I love that show. Oh man, this is real. Where is it? Where's the camera? Are you holding it? Yeah.
I
Points at her eye.
yeah.
Oh, that's crazy! Oh shit! Get over here, Harold. What? We've been pranked. We're on prank TV. No way! Holy shit! Is that DJ Tetsuo?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You
The
can't
ghost of
go
Ashton Kutcher
telling everybody about
flies through
this.
this.
Yeah. Keep it on the down low. We're gonna come out with a full series of like, you know, me like post death kind of thing, and like this weird like it's gonna all boil down to my next album too. Like this is like a crazy concept like that y'all are. I'm gonna keep y'all guys. I'm telling you guys right now because you know me. I've been here before. You know, like, hey, but just so you know, there's a secret project. Guy, watch on that news in the next few minutes. You're gonna be on it. I'm gonna put you guys in the credits. By the way.
Oh shit! Really? Okay. All right. So,
Yeah. Here. Write me down your names and So that way I got y'all covered.
Roger Smith and Harold Jones.
All right, thanks. But yeah, man, this is gonna be preem album. I swear, y'all are gonna get.
Yeah. I love Rock the Bass.
Yeah. All right.
I
Well,
like
we're gonna get going. Like like me and my entourage. Like, but glad to see y'all. Great job. Great work.
Yeah, I'm so glad to see that you're not dead, man. Oh man, I was so bummed out when I heard the news.
You and I both.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. Even they didn't know. Bruh, it's just crazy. All right. Catch y'all later.
yup.
Dong in the box is rolling his eyes.
clear. One, I made no attempt to even pretend to be like I was a part of that. Like, I am just sad Vietnamese janitor man.
Yeah.
And two,
It's just looking
I
back
like how-
incredulously.
I was gonna say, and two, I like how DJ Tetsuo is now going to become the Tupac of this universe.
Yeah.
There are going to be people who are fucking convinced he is still alive.
There's gonna be so many like so many MetaNet boards where it's like, man, no, DJ Tetsuo's not dead. Like if you listen to Rock the Bass backwards and like solve a really complicated algorithm.
No.
Wait, I just noticed that those
Yeah.
those Urban Flash boots that he was wearing, that's actually like 2 versions ahead of like that shoe. I just like there's an effect, like that happened. Like we don't have that in our new stuff out. Like
Good lord.
I need help.
I can't give it to you. I need help myself.
Right, Charles, in universe, you need to release like a documentary called All Eyes Own Me.
Y'all are fired.
Oh no!
Y'all are fired.
I love it.
God,
I love you.
you dong.
All right. So we made it through the thingy. Are we like in the back maintenance area now?
Yeah, it's like I said, it's the I need to get there in a rush emergency VIP chamber of the airport. It leads to that smaller Metroplex area Redline was talking about.
Got it.
Can Ink and I, off the back of our original, my acting role and Ink stealth role, just make our way, still vastly separated from the entourage of DJ Tetsuo?
Are you gonna put your hood back on or turn off your tech hair or whatever?
Oh, yeah. I do that. Like, I do that as I left. I was just like, put my. Actually, you know what? No. Actually, I'm
I'd
gonna
like to
play it
add
out.
that somewhere along the line I found a broom and I looked even more sad janitor than I did before.
Yeah.
Just the years of hearted labor.
The years of just being alive.
Yeah. Actually, no. Yeah. Yeah. I do put my glasses on and stuff.
Oh, cleanup crew, cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
We have a spill.
Oh fuck! Where they said they had something on the airstrip we needed to tend to. What's going on now?
Well, got a couple of spills up in the kitchen. Well, not the kitchen. Sorry, not the kitchen. In the bathroom, it's bad.
In very, very like just letting out his full inner sadness. Lets out a heavy sigh and says, Can we just close the bathrooms off while we deal with the emergency that's also on the airstrip, and I'll nab this one on my way back."
Yeah, we needed you to take care of that now. It's starting to affect our clients.
Oh,
Ink
fuck.
just walks past me and goes, "You got this one right, buddy."
Owen saunters over to the maintenance closet without saying anything, and in hopes that no one is watching while he because he definitely does not have a key, I don't think, unless they were included with the uniforms.
Probably not, no.
No.
I'm gonna attempt to pick the lock, and I'm gonna burn 4 of my luck.
Cool, pick
I'll
that lock.
post up in front of anyone's vision.
Yeah, pick that lock using pick lock.
There you go. Nice.
Nice, easy peasy.
So I pick the maintenance closet lock. I grab. I pause, realize that I don't know what kind of mess I'm cleaning, and I head right over to the bathroom.
It is a caustic spray of sputum, what appears to be what was left of a Pilsner, one Pilsner too many, and it's streamed all over the wall. Kind of impressive, really.
Oddly enough, I breathe a sigh of relief. Thank God it's not liquid shit. I go back to the maintenance closet. I'll meet you guys outside in a minute.
I'm also gonna go in there and bring stuff up. Hopefully it'll make it faster.
You do also notice a small streak of blood. With that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Not suspicious, not gonna question any of it. It's not liquid diarrhea, we're good.
Yo, lads, keep it stepping. We can't solve a murder mystery on the side.
Yeah.
We can't.
The gang are heading out to the air. They don't have time to shit right now, okay?
Besides, this is the VIP place. Like, it could just be coke. It could just be that they're coked out.
Or maybe they activated the ulcer. Not my problem.
I just want you to know I'm playing RuneScape while you guys are doing all this nonsense.
Oh my God.
Hell yeah!
It's the loneliest game of...
real janitor hours.
It's the loneliest game of RuneScape ever, because it's just one area. It's self-contained.
I'm making so many stupid cakes. I'm wearing fucking hats. It's a good time. It's a good time.
Hell yeah.
Alright. So how long does it take us to complete?
To clean this.
Roll me a perception check as you're doing this.
A perception check.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool. Your eyes, Habit, trail over to a nearby stall where the blood streaks stop.
Oh. I'm gonna look at the stall, and I'm gonna knock on the stall door.
No response.
I'm
Owen
gonna.
sees Habit and immediately, but quietly, steps over and puts his hand on Habit's chest and says, "Don't you fucking dare. Just clean."
Okay. Alright. Alright. I'll just clean.
All
But
right.
if there's someone in there that might need some help, first aid, it's kind of I do kind of have a Hippocratic oath to uphold.
That's why I stopped you. And if you don't know that someone's in there, then you're not betraying your oath. Otherwise, if you're gonna look, go under the stall and don't open the door.
I'm not. I'm gonna look under the stall. I wasn't gonna
All right.
just burst open this door.
So
I legitimately thought you were just gonna fucking swing the door open.
No. I was thinking about, like, I'm not gonna draw attention to myself in this way.
in the bathroom stall, there is a person hunched over the toilet stall. Blood is pretty much caking the outside of the toilet rim, and some of it is kind of streaming against the actual divider wall.
Oh. Can I poke him with the broom?
Yeah.
I want to poke him with a broom, see if he reacts.
What was your perception check initially? Oh, 14.
It was a 14.
Yeah, roll me another perception check just to.
Focus in.
15.
You see a slight.
Oh.
You see a slight twitch in his arms as you do that.
Oh,
Own,
he's alive.
own. I
and
was gonna
he's
say
in a
own.
pool
Own
of blood.
sees the I was gonna say own sees the immediate change in Habit's demeanor and says, "Give me a second. I have an idea."
I mean, I could
Um.
try to use my own skills here to at least not break the door, but try to open it
No.
with this
Just-
wedge.
Just
you know.
Habit. All I'm asking is for you to just trust me. Just
Oh.
roll with me on this. If they're kicking, I can make sure we can get them out, and you can stabilize them without causing any suspicion. Remember the area we're in. This probably isn't uncommon.
Right. Sure.
So just hang with me.
Okay. I'll believe you. I mean, I believe you. I'm right there with you. But I gotta help this guy out.
I know. Fuck, I wish I didn't. Own walks back out. I'm assuming the rest of the gang has made it to the quote-unquote designated spill site. So this is just Habit and I. Right?
That's up to you folks.
Yep.
Did you?
Ink just left it to him.
Okay.
She
Kira?
assumed it was explosive diarrhea, so she just left it.
Fair enough. Perhaps even if it was implied that it was explosive diarrhea, that's all the more reason.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Kira?
Yeah. Okay.
You stayed with Ink?
I mean, I'm standing where I'm standing,
Okay.
so
Oh, okay, so you're still in there. You're not on the airstrip. Got it.
yeah.
And where is Redline?
Red line. Yeah. Roll me perception.
Oh no, I'm asking because Redline was with us. I'm just asking you where she is.
True. Yeah, I know, and that's why I asked
Roll-
you to.
roll-
Fucking god damn it! Now I gotta roll perception. I'm dealing with a potential dead body, and now I gotta roll.
Well, you got a 10,
Jesus,
so
what
there you go.
for?
You rolled.
Where is
so...
she? God damn it!
You notice that she's not in the bathroom with you, and you kind of hear her muttering outside.
I'm
Okay,
not
so
in the bathroom. I stepped out of the bathroom already.
Oh, okay. Well, then all the more reason you hear her over here.
Okay.
You got to move your
So
token,
I
so
go-
I know.
Oh, got it. I go
Yeah, you're in
back.
the bathroom
Okay,
right
so
now.
I assumed the bathroom was right here in this door.
It's over here. This is what.
Yeah, this is over here.
Oh, so
this is
this
the
is
general
where I am.
spill area. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. I head back to the guard that initially asked me to clean up the mess.
Mhm.
I've run out of extra large extra large bags.
He.
Do you have any spares, or do you know where we are keeping them?
That's your job, buddy. Maybe you should check the maintenance closet.
You asked me to clean up a mess. I am cleaning that mess. But there was more to that mess than you initially implied. I have garbage bags in the maintenance closet. I need, and I put heavy emphasis, an extra large bag.
All right. Not another one.
Seems so.
I'll call trauma team.
Oh. Then I definitely... I say this to him. I was like, oh, I definitely misread the way this situation was going. My bad.
So he's gonna go call trauma team.
Yeah. Then just not acknowledge anything I said. Right on. Sick.
Well, you said extra large bag in quotation marks, so he's assuming it's a body bag, especially since you
And then
tripped
when-
up and said body first.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that was me, but
Yeah.
but when he said that he was gonna call trauma team, I said, "Oh, that is not how I interpreted the situation was going," and he was just turned around and left to go call.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! All right, sick.
Good job.
I go back.
Mission-
I let Habit know.
Mission failed successfully.
Fuck yeah, it did. I let Habit know. So they're gonna call trauma team. So let's get him out, and I'll start cleaning, and then we'll head to the airstrip. You can stabilize him while I finish up.
Okay, so at least they know, they're aware that there's a body in here already. Good. I'm gonna use my med scanner and full paramedic.
Okay. Roll that paramedic.
And can I roll for cleaning?
Yeah, I guess. Just you can roll me a perception check to make sure you got everything.
Hell yes.
Okay.
Lovely.
You think you did an okay enough job. You are a true janitor.
Fantastic.
And and what's the situation with this fella?
Yours. Oh yeah, you got a what? You got an 18?
Yeah.
Okay. So with that, you see signs of neurological distress. You see what appears to be hemorrhaging of the nose. You assume, from either a cranial contusion or there's an actual brain hemorrhage going on, which is not great. You also see that most of the blood that is kind of caking and smearing everywhere is coming from the head, because the head bleeds. It bleeds a lot.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
What?
So, yeah, with the tools
Nani?
in my first aid bag and my medtech bag and everything, and with this roll, do I manage to at least get him stable?
Yeah. It takes a little bit. You correctly diagnosed that it's probably an overdose. He probably just went ham on the stimulants. Probably synth coke.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Great.
Yep.
All right. All right. Now that we're done with that, we can go.
I put the mop and everything else back in the maintenance closet, and I leave a small box of sanitation wipes under the sink.
Cool.
And I make my
Okay.
way back out.
All right. I guess that's
I'm a man committed to my role as an actor.
fair enough. You are method acting perfectly. Anyways, you manage to move your way out. You see Redline eventually come back. What the hell was that about?
I don't know. Body in the bathroom. Nothing to worry about.
Your typical VIP doing drugs.
Oh. Fly in the unfriendly skies again.
Yeah.
She munches down on her hot dog.
Heisting the unfriendly skies, if you will.
It was even worse than I expected. Well, I'm glad I left.
Oh, looks over towards Ink. Aren't you supposed to be headed towards the emergency oil spill? What are you still doing standing around?
No, when I got
Ah.
outside and turned around and there was no one else with me, I kind of expected that there'd be
Alright.
someone else who was coming.
We're not,
Okay.
we're not supposed to...
Whoa.
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 Why do we have all these tokens? Whoa, Habit was cloned! And so was Kira! What the fuck is going on?
I forgot the icons were still there. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I again head over towards the maintenance closet on the outside with intention. Under the guise of trying to not draw suspicion, I look back towards the crew, specifically Redline and Kira.
Mhm.
Which plane are you guys going to? We'll go get
We're-
the gear. You guys get to the plane.
Well, we should message. We should actually send a message to our boy to let us know where he is with our gear.
You mean,
He would know. The one we put in a box.
Yeah, yeah. I was
We
about to
know
say.
where he is.
He's-
We know that he's in a box where our gear is. We don't know where they
Hangar
put him.
18. Hangar
Yeah, I
18,
said Hangar
yeah.
18.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, okay. And they actually put him in Hangar 18. Like, they didn't put him in Hangar 19 or anything like that. Because he said as
Sarah
close as she
McCracken
could.
is a woman of her word. Are you questioning the McCracken bloodline right now?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not.
Remains to
On a
be
daily
seen.
basis.
There remains to be seen.
Yeah.
You hear Dong hears thunk 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 as he's being carted, presumably across the airport, and after a while the crates settle.
Okay.
Can I burst from my wooden cocoon?
You
Little
can,
butterfly you are.
with no context as to what's around you. Sure, you can do that.
Yeah. With complete
Yeah,
and
you-
utter disregard for all of your surroundings. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know if there's anyone nearby yet or anything.
I mean, go ahead.
Doesn't matter. He said it.
It's true.
I guess.
Don said it.
I burst free. Who's in front of me right now?
You see a handful of very surprised guards who immediately trail their guns on you, because why wouldn't they?
Dong, what the fuck?
One job, which was to stay in a box because you knew you were going to cause trouble. And then the one time you were going to do it. All up.
Wait, where are they on the map? I can't really
Well,
see.
you're in
We're-
you're in the upper left-hand corner, and like a handful of these guys are just around you like this.
What do I need to do to convince them that I'm meant to be here?
I'm rolling
Say
perception.
you're a joy toy. Say you're a joy toy.
Well, what do you-
Fuck, I'm gonna.
What are you trying to fly by these people who clearly just saw you explode out of a cargo box?
I'm gonna be a strippogram coming out of this, because I'm meant to be on this plane, right? I'm the hot stripper. 'Cause-
So let me get this straight. You look like you have like a pullover ski mask that looks like the
no, the
LED
mask isn't on.
Okay.
The mask isn't on.
Okay.
Basketball.
I've
Yeah.
just got this like this bodysuit, so it's like accentuating all of my muscles.
Oh
Look
my
sharp and
God.
dangerous. Just the right level of sexy, you know. And I start doing a routine, and then I stop and go,
That's dancing.
oh, I'm terribly sorry. I thought I was meant to be on the plane with the with the Dignitas.
Oh my God! Roll me dancing.
Fuck.
What? Doesn't even have to be good though.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be good, damn thing.
Well, how do I roll dancing? What's dancing?
Dex plus
Dex.
Dex plus dance.
No, where is dance?
Body
fuck.
skills.
Under body
Body
skills.
Yeah.
Left
Okay,
column.
Fuck. Right. Well, I'm gonna burn 4 luck.
Hell yeah.
Only in my games do you have to burn luck in order to seductively dance in front of security guards.
So stressed out waiting to see this roll.
That's
No, I'm gonna,
okay,
I'm
I
gonna,
rolled-
I'm
I
gonna burn
haven't
5
said-
luck. I'm gonna burn 5 luck. Fuck it. Fuck me.
Oh, hold on. Roll again.
Yeah, roll again to see what's subtracted.
Yeah, this could still work out in some way.
Oh my God.
Okay, so
Okay,
then-
that's not that
if I- if
bad.
done this, I would immediately stop because there's no music and I'm not on a plane full of people I'm meant to be dancing for.
Dong
That should be bad.
awkwardly undulates in front of a group of very concerned and surprised security guards in a form-fitting muscular bodysuit. Well, his feet are still inside a storage crate.
Oh, I'm like far bigger than I should have been able to fit in this crate as well. So this is all fucking like intimidating, scary.
There is a solid 3 seconds where the security guards don't know what to make of this before they trail their guns on you.
I look at them and go, "Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I'm meant to be wheeled onto the plane for the dignitases. I was paid for a show over a leisurely flight. Could you guys put the top back on? I'll get back into position, and I just go back into the box."
Oh Christ!
Oh my god!
I can breathe.
Someone clip everything that just happened. I'm gonna highlight that. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
So we can see this exchange, right? Like if we're
You see in the distance, about like 100 yards out, you see what looks like it looks like Dawn, and everything that just happened is kind of what you see in the background, and you just see the loudest face palm like ever coming from Redline.
I drag on. I'm like, so I guess, and I'm like,
I think we're
make up
fucked.
story for Dong being a stripper. We need them convinced right now.
I
Yeah,
think we're
just
fucked.
come over and wheel me. No, you're fine. Just come over and wheel me in. You'll be
Roll
fine.
me initiative.
Initiative.
Yes.
If they were trying to arrest me, they wouldn't shoot me.
We don't get
Like
to.
if they're God, they were kind of trying to arrest
Yeah,
me.
they don't
wouldn't
even
try
know
to
that.
shoot me.
They don't even know that the rest of us are involved.
I know. That's
so-
why you're rolling initiative as well.
Oh my
I
god.
didn't sign this in my workers' union contract.
Well, why would
again-
they be attacking him?
Yeah,
They have no
Dude,
reason.
dude, they literally have no reason to attack me.
They
I'm not a threat.
They're not. They're going to bring you in for questioning because you're in a secured airspace. Seductively dancing.
Face palming hard, so hard.
I'm so glad I fucked this up for you guys.
Oh my god.
Imagine in this world, imagine in our world where you came out of a box in front of TSA agents and started doing a weird stripper dance. What do you think would they do? You would be like, "Oh, okay, fair
box
enough," and just let you go back in the box.
Yes,
In a
yes, I
box,
would.
mind you, in a box.
Yeah,
So-
he's not running away.
For a
Zoom.
Japanese plane.
Yeah, Zoob, in fairness, I literally did give them the dance and then say, "Hey, box me back up."
Yeah.
Yeah, my
like,
bad. I'm supposed to be dancing for the VIP,
Yep.
and you're not them.
Yep.
Like, it happened.
It did happen. And,
They could just grab him and not. We don't have to be in combat.
Yeah,
Like,
this literally
that's-
doesn't need to be a combat situation.
If you
Yeah.
if you want to protest, it'll be roll me initiative. If you don't want to protest, you will be taken in for questioning.
right, and then we're gonna see him get grabbed, and we're gonna go and be like, "Hey, listen."
Okay. All right. If that's the way you want to play it, that is literally what
Yeah,
happens.
we kind of saw it happen.
Yep.
That's why I grabbed on, and then we're gonna like rush towards him, but it's not a combat scenario. We see that we're wearing maintenance outfits. They have no reason for us
Yeah, you
to
guys
be
are
like,
literally,
"Hey,
you guys are the people who are going to be wheeling me
All right.
onto the plane.
This
yeah."
Like,
yeah.
this makes sense.
I'll be Judge Mills Lanes on this and say I'll allow it, but this persuasion check better be really good.
Like,
All
fuck.
right. That's why I grabbed on.
Damn
All
it.
right, buddy.
Well, fuck the rest of my luck, I guess. I dash over there, and
I'm like right
after-
behind too.
and just fucking just I don't want to. Okay, 21. Jesus fuck.
Thank fuck.
Okay.
Never say never, Wiley. Never say never.
So I dash over there and I say, whoa, 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 whoa. He's not lying. these boxes are headed over to the hangar. We were supposed to pick them up on our way out to clean up the emergency spill that I got called for. Like, it's everything's on the up and up. What do you need to know?
One of the a senior security guard, middle-aged, with a white mustache, due to age. What is this? And what are you doing? You're supposed to be. Hold on. What's going on here?
I was headed out to clean up an emergency spill, and I was asked to pick up the boxes that were going to be left outside the maintenance room and deliver them to the hangar that was by the spill. So I was headed there, and then I didn't see the boxes. And lo and behold, I look around the corner, and I see the dancer that is supposed to be a surprise for the mayor's aide bursting out of the box because it stopped, and he just assumed that they were at their location. They get paid to tease, not to educate. And I get paid to clean. And move boxes occasionally.
I chime in. You know how these people are.
No.
I can't, but you can't imagine this is the first time you've seen a hooker in a box before.
This you see his
chime in, I
face.
just
Just
go,
blush.
I've already been paid. I've already been paid, so I don't mind.
Why isn't it in front of Hangar 18?
I just got in the box, mate. I don't know what hangar I was meant to be at.
Hangar 18 is off limits.
Look,
Yeah.
I was instructed to bring the boxes there, not to ask questions, man. I don't get paid enough to give this much of a shit. I just don't want to get in trouble because I don't know who these are for, but I don't want to piss off the wrong person, okay?
All right.
It's bad enough that I barely make enough to put my goddamn kids through school, and now I got you here questioning me.
All right. Like, just give me the manifest. We'll figure this out.
It's in
Owen
the
starts-
box, right? I assume.
Owen starts visibly, like, shaking and is hoping that Habit is picking up the signal that he's putting down to, like, continue the act. and
I'm like, you don't. This isn't the kind of request that gets put on a manifest.
Owen drops to the ground and through very hoarse breath and what sounds like almost tears, please. I don't get asked enough for this. I was asked to move a box, and now I'm being shot up with questions. Why don't you go ask the guys in the VIP lounge area why there was a fucking body in the bathroom? I didn't ask them any questions.
What?
Yes! They told me to clean up the bathroom, and there was a fucking body in there, alright? And now you're gonna give me the fucking 5th degree because I was told to move some boxes? I wasn't given a manifest. I'm a fucking janitor.
All right, Frank, go take care. Go figure out what's going on in the bathroom. And one of the security guards goes away. Is there anything on the? Is there any label on the box? Like, it can't be for Hangar 18, right? No, yeah, boss. It says Hangar 18 on it. That's what it says in the manifest here.
Can I look over the ledger? Go.
No, please God, no. Please God, I'm trying so hard.
Stay in the box.
Please, no. I'm not gonna get a 21 again. I have no luck.
What the fuck? Yeah, it says Hangar 18 and wait, that can't be right. That's where this is where the AV is being held. Yeah, no, this can't be right. This got to be a clerical error. I mean, 14 would make sense. That's where the dignitary is.
I'll move it to 14. Just let me do my job,
No,
please.
it's fine. We'll take care of it. Bring it over to 14. I'll go hash it out with command.
I look over the ledger. Go. Could one of you put the lid back on, please?
I go over and I like carefully like I wait for you to get inside. Like I'm holding
I'm
the.
inside. I'm inside.
Oh, okay. And I put the lid on and I like make sure that it's like nice and like good. And then I get the. Actually, how heavy is this box? Can I lift it?
Probably.
It's
Yeah, you
Before
probably
you
could.
like.
You're heavy. What's your body score? You're like 10.
It's a 12.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I lift the box
Okay.
and I'm like I got this.
Okay. Yeah. The
So we going into are we
and
going into
own-
18 then?
Owen looks over to Habit and says, "Just go with the guards and make sure the boxes get dropped off, please. I'll start on the fucking mess.
All right.
I'll meet you over there, okay?"
Sure. Yep.
And I start heading with Redline and Ink and Kira over to the plane that we were to go scout out, the plane that we need to scout out and wait for the all clear from Habit.
18.
yeah.
The one that we're right in front of right now.
Yeah, you're kind of in front of it.
Wait. Are we not? Am I not getting dropped off at 18?
No, you're getting put to 14 because that's where they.
Yeah, and we're only taking you. The other box, they don't like is fine. They're not looking at that one. They're only looking at. I'm picking you up, and we're gonna take a little trip, and then we'll come back later.
Yeah, no. Like all we need is for them to take the plane and leave. You can like throw me over the fence, and I'll just go home.
Yeah. No, we're fine. I'm taking you with me, and the guards are coming with us. So whatever's left behind. I mean, I'm gonna leave it to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not. Okay, cool.
These guys are super impressed by the fact that you're carrying another person inside a box.
In a shipping container, mind you,
Yeah.
which is already heavy enough.
Yeah, it's and yeah, you two go like 200-meter yards down the road, and you're just carrying it. He's like, there was a dolly we could use, but okay.
I mean, when you do this long enough, you eventually just bored yourself out, man.
Oh, fucking.
On this salary, jeez.
Yeah, I mean, it was worth it though. Like, goddamn, I get a lot more time off now. Get my work done a lot sooner rather than having to walk back and forth and get the dolly here. Oh, someone steals the dolly again, and I have to.
Yeah.
Nah.
I mean, we do get paid by the hour, so.
Kira is gesturing over at Owen, and I'm like, "This is. Can we? This is the hangar. This is the one."
I'm aware, Kira. I am doing everything I can to keep this fucking shit show together.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Can I
If
like
Matt were wearing
loudly?
shades right now, she'd have the most like "I am dead inside" expression. Like, her soul has gone out of her mouth and like left herself. She's like, "I can't believe this just fucking happened."
I loudly enough for Habit to hear go. You're very strong.
Oh my god.
Oh god, they're gonna fight now.
Could we just pretend none of this happened and get to?
Yes. All right. Let's. All right. How do we get in here?
Wait, can I before we like escape into the night? Can I text Own? Teehee.
I love it, and I hate it. All at the same time. I have so many emotions.
All right, so
Put all my clip.
good God. All right.
Okay, what the fuck?
Hangar 18 is a very expansive hangar. Contains one AV that you see in front of you. It is also surrounded by security guards in various stages of chrome being attained. As you stand at the precipice of this, there's no external security guards now, so there is that.
Wait, are they all like on tables? Like, are they being operated on?
No, they're not being operated on. They're just, they're kitted out security guards. They are security guards +1, shall we say?
Yeah, these are a little hardened, I guess.
One could say they've been hardened a little bit by their experiences.
Ooh.
Alright, I'm gonna roll perception, and I'm gonna check what they're kitted out with.
Okay.
Wait, where's my token?
Oh, wait. Are you not in here? No, you're not. Hold on. Boop. There you go.
And Own is going to push forward with his mop bucket and look around, very confused.
Looks like one of them has a cyber limb. Cyber arm.
Oh.
And looks pretty nice. Moderately
And
shiny.
while I am looking around, I am also going to use perception, and oh, I see nothing. Fantastic.
Spoken like a true janitor. Nose to the grindstone, oblivious to everything but the spill.
Goddamn right.
All right. Yeah.
So I am going to approach the nearest guard,
Mhm.
and I am going to ask. I was told to clean up a mess. Where is it?
Mess? Out in this
Yeah.
hangar?
Yeah, I didn't ask questions, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not aware of any mess here. Aside from the logistical
I-
mess of holding this damn AV in suspension.
Are there like canisters of oil over here?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Can I, I mean, do I have cover right here? Is this considered cover from these guys over here?
It looks like some kind of, we'll say that's cover.
So, is there like a knob on like something that I can just undo the knob and make like oil pour out on the ground, and I can say, oh, there's a oil spill over here.
This is, yeah, we'll say this is a, like, an HVAC, basically.
Okay, cool. So I'll do that. Hey, looks like there's some spilled oil over here.
Is?
All right. Well, which one of you? Own starts getting panicky again. Which one of you guys called me over then?
I didn't call you over. Yeah, I didn't call you
Why
over
was I
either.
told to clean up an oil spill? Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna
No,
go
no,
get
you
the
can start
cat litter.
babbling
I'll
and-
be right back.
You gotta start
I just-
babbling in Vietnamese.
Yes. As I'm walking away and from the incident and picking up the cat litter, like I said I was going to do,
Yeah.
I start mumbling under my breath in Vietnamese.
Okay. You do that. Anyone else doing anything while Kira is causing spills?
Providing- Yes, I'm causing
yell-
spills.
I yell over to Ink, you have the key to the room over here, right? Let's go. I need to get the cat litter. There's a spill. Ink. Okay, good.
Yep.
And Ink and I make our way out of sight.
Okay.
Making our way.
But if you start going into verboten areas, give me a Dex plus Stealth.
I'm just simply looking for the maintenance closet, because I'm assuming this is the AV that we have to get on board.
Okay. Yeah, sure. You find a supply closet in the bottom left corner.
Beautiful.
and has very mundane things: a mop, a bucket, perhaps a broom, and a
But
power
cat litter.
washer.
And no cat litter?
Yeah, I gotta soak up the oil.
Yeah, there's
I was
some
gonna.
there's some like ash, cat litter, that type of stuff.
Can I have
A big wheelie
specific
bin of.
branded cat litter?
It's Cato brand cat litter,
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
spelled in the Japanese
The
way.
fresh step of this universe.
Yeah, it's in Japanese too. It's Kato.
Kato.
So yeah, there you go.
So yeah, I grab the litter and I make my way back to the spill.
As
And
we're
I
walking-
leave. I nondescriptly leave ink by the supply closet, assuming that there may be something that she wants to get into while she is out of sight.
General.
Interfacing, you do see that there's a digital circuit breaker over here, probably connected to some kind of nexus in this area. Maybe.
Where is it?
50 feet to
Roughly.
your 50 feet to your left. I guess in a practical, yeah, over here.
Yeah. She pings Owen, going, "Can you keep him away from the front of the dine? Somehow."
I do not respond. I simply do. And I walk over to where the oil spill is, and I'm assuming the guards are approaching us.
Mm-hmm.
And I ready the bag to open, and I yell towards them, "Be careful! Damn it! It's bad enough that I already had to clean up one body today. I don't need another one."
Okay.
And I start grumbling as I aggressively pour the Kato ash kitty litter all over the oil, which creates a slight veil of dust.
Okay.
Did I roll a stealth to try and...
Absolutely.
Does Ink get any bonuses because of the dust screen that I created?
+1 circumstance bonus.
Hell yeah.
A third ended well.
You are able to successfully stealth walk your way to the terminal in order to access it.
At which point she... virtuality goggles come off her belt and go on her head, and she jacks in.
Towards Redline and Habit, hoping that go see how far out the oil spill went on this side. I didn't check.
Yeah. It's a real mess.
Thank you.
Did the guards leave us at 14?
Yeah.
Are they there?
Yeah, they stayed back.
Yeah. Well, that's probably the most interesting thing that's happened all day is just a random stripper popping out of a supply crate.
Hold on. Am I actually going to have to work on this this Aerodyne? Is this my next arc?
Oh, you're not here. You're over and you're 4 hangers down. You're gonna have to find a way.
No,
Wait,
I'm
so-
saying
Yeah.
is this where my quest
Yeah.
is going now? Like, am I gonna actually be put
Yeah,
on the thing?
I was gonna like actually like stick around, you know, and try to try to get him over here.
Okay. I mean, it's
Oh, okay. I assumed because Habit was here that Dong got out of the crate and
no. This is
No.
came
a
in.
clerical error
Yeah.
on my part. My bad.
Yeah, because I was
Like-
like, I
Got
shouldn't
it.
be here right now. We're
It would also
4 hangers over.
I'd stick out like a sore thumb as well. Like, you guys are dressed as janitors. I'm ready to murder people and
I
or
mean,
strip.
we do have the extra uniform with us now. We opened up the crate and we have access to our equipment. And one of the uniforms, who's to say, we didn't put that extra one that I paid for in there for you because I didn't want to waste all my money on it.
Yeah. I mean,
Dude, that's fair.
you have the supply crate with you because both of those were labeled 18, but they thought it was 14. So you're not.
Well, no, but they only They only
They
suspected
only-
Hangar
Oh,
14
right.
for the.
They didn't move the
Yeah,
other one.
they didn't.
For the
suspect-
body.
They didn't think anything of the other one.
Yeah, because the other one didn't have anything pop out of.
That's true. That's true. They didn't check it.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. So there's a supply crate outside that contains all your weapons. You presume?
We hope.
I whisper towards Kira, go check the crate outside and keep an eye on the guards while we clean up.
Okay. I made the mess.
Yep. You
Things
did,
will be okay.
baby.
You did good. You did good. I got it here. Redline and I'll take care of this. Just go check the crate.
So you're gonna.
I'm gonna.
Okay.
Sorry, go for it.
Oh, I was gonna ask Ink if you were jacking in. Actually, but before you do that, I'll address Dong first.
Okay. I just wanted to text Habit. Like, should I pop out again?
I'm gonna take a look around
Not
and
good.
see if the guards like left us alone after we they walked us all the way to 14.
Perception.
Got it. Oh boy. I hope I get a good
Boy.
roll.
Seems like it.
I send him. I take out my phone and I send him a little text and being like, I think it's clear. You want me to let you out, or should I still stay around here?
I text back. Open the lid.
Okay.
All right, I open the lid, but I do it very slowly. I don't like immediately like. Oh.
No, I want you to like for it to be like a little like open, just so I can do.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm like
little peek.
peeking it a little bit, like.
You're seeing.
Let's go. 21.
You see a hangar in front of you that's similar to the one that is currently being displayed on stream, but there's not a giant AV inside of it. There is actually like a very nice looking Corpo class gyrocopter or helicopter inside there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No, but like, do I see the guards? Do I see?
Yeah,
like, any
there's no one.
people? There's no one.
Okay.
Okay. So do I have a uniform? Is that a thing?
Yeah, if you come to
Nope.
hangar 18.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm gonna go
So,
to the.
if there's no guards around, and it's just Dong and Habit,
Mhm.
what exactly is stopping Habit from finding another similarly sized box, swapping the labels, and then carrying Dong back to Hangar 18?
I mean, you could do that, I guess.
Yeah, I guess I could, because I'm still like they know I move boxes and.
You are borged for boxes, as it were.
Yeah, I was bored for moving boxes.
What a sad existence.
Oh, hold on.
Janitorial life, Zoob.
Yes.
Yeah,
hold on,
sometimes it's what you gotta do.
Zoob, I've still got my guns, right? Like
Well,
it-
you have
seeing-
whatever's on you, yeah.
Yeah, seeing as though like there's no reason for me to put stuff in the other box, seeing as I'm in a box.
I'm
Uh,
assuming you put your butt.
Nope.
over-
You were the only one in that box. All of our
This
gear
box
came
is
in a
just me.
separate box. Mm-hmm.
I'll
This
say
is all me.
whatever is concealed. Whatever is considered a concealable weapon is something that you could logistically keep on your person.
Okay, so assault rifle,
Not-
everything but my
not-
axe, basically.
Your axe is not concealable. Your
Mhm.
AR is not concealable. If you have a handgun, as long as it's up to a very heavy status, you can have
Yeah.
that on you.
I've got handgun, submachine gun, and a shotgun,
Okay.
and grenades.
Yeah, grenades are not concealable.
Okay, I'll just ready
You'll have your
my
handguns on you.
submachine gun.
Yeah,
yeah.
you'll have your handguns on you.
Yeah, I don't think very heavy are concealable, but not very heavy.
Right. Very heavy is like a 44 Magnum.
Yeah,
No,
that
but-
that thing will bulge.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've got a heavy pistol and a submachine gun, so I think I'll just ready my sub.
Yeah. Yeah, light submachine guns are concealable.
Yes. Yep. Heavies are not.
These are not.
Okay, so that being the case, you aren't completely naked.
No, I'm technically in my armor. Like I'm ready to go.
I mean, weapon-wise, you're not.
Yeah, yeah. You got something to carry.
Indeed. That being said, we are going to chip in, as it were.
Chip in.
All right.
Oh, wait.
Stacking.
Well, does Habit find another crate and swap labels, or
He has the crate that he came in. You could theoretically change the manifest on it to say hang, or you could just slap and then put it back on because those people are gone. So
Yeah, I like.
okay,
Right.
fuck it, carry it back.
Yeah. I find
Wait.
another crate with
yeah.
the dignitary stuff.
Yep.
I like do a little switch over, like try to peel the sticker and the 18 sticker from the other crate and put it back on
Yep.
into this crate, and then I also decide to like because it's probably a different color crate, and then I start bringing that one over to 18.
This is the dumbest crate moving puzzle I've ever seen, but yes,
Can I say that? Because the guard said that they were gonna go speak to command about the shipping manifest being
fuck, yeah.
the clerical error.
Yep.
So if it wasn't there anymore, then they're gonna know something's wrong.
Yeah, but they could see the
no,
they
but-
could see the color, like the color one there.
Also, hopefully, we're like gonna be gone by the time these
Yeah.
bozos like sort out whatever's going on.
Yeah, I just like
Mhm.
do it.
Yep.
All right.
So,
I
I'm
climb in, I
carrying-
like slide into the new box.
all right, as all that's happening, you made the interface roll. What would you like to pathfind? What are we doing here, Inc?
I was wondering what I've seen on the first floor, but anyway.
Okay. First floor looks looks like it has a file in it.
Well, of course I'm going to try and take that file.
Okay. Roll for it.
Once it rolls, it's taking a while.
Nope. The file is locked to you. It is a compressed, password-protected file, as it were. Yeah, that it actually fizzles, and then for a moment it disappears, and then it comes back in. Threat detected.
It's not going to work. Pathfinder.
Okay. From there, you notice. Let's see. So 11. That's pretty good. That's enough to give you the rest of the floor. The second floor is a password.
Actually,
Is
It'd
password.
be 13.
What's that?
It should actually be a 13. I forgot a thing.
Okay. Well, that's definitely more than enough. You do notice on the second floor, it's password protected.
Yep.
The third floor looks like it's protected by a raven. Fourth floor looks like it's password protected. Fifth floor is hanging out with a hellhound and a scorpion. Sixth floor looks like it's hellhounded. And the seventh floor has a very, very neatly, almost masterclass hacker level protected thing on it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna slide into the second floor and try and get through.
Okay. Password protected.
Good. I actually do get a bonus to that
Okay.
because of shenanigans.
Okay. That is enough. You are able to crack the password. And you see that the floor beyond has been unlocked.
Ugh. At this point, she looks around, sees what everyone's doing, and then slides over, or slides it down into the next floor.
You do see a raven, and let's see if it sees you. As I
I don't need to.
desperately look to find it. Just a moment. There it is. Okay.
Now I gotta remember what I gotta roll for it. I keep on forgetting about this.
Actually, that's supposed to be more than that, because I looked at one tier below, so that's +4, so that's 13. And that is going to be versus. Oh man,
Nice.
yeah.
That beats it. Beats it.
You don't
Rushing it out here.
you don't proc the Raven. It kind of like flip flaps on its digital pattern, and then you slide past it successfully. All right, 4th floor, password protected.
Oh, it just doesn't.
Yeah, doesn't attack.
Well, it doesn't. It doesn't attack me straight away. I can avoid it. Actually, no. It's now an initiative. It is an initiative.
Is
I'm
it?
I'm
I thought
rereading
it
it
didn't.
all. Yep.
I thought when you slide past something, you don't have to engage with it.
I've not slid past it yet.
I thought Zoob just said you slid past
Yeah,
it.
I
You're on the next floor.
I said you slid past it. Rolling attack plus 1d10. Yep.
Okay, because
yep. Yeah, because you beat
Bro,
it.
don't make this harder than it needs to be. Like, you
I mean-
got this.
If you want to
No.
if you want to
no.
negate
See,
your
you said it.
success, that's up to you.
But then again, I was considering just immediately
James.
dragoning it.
James, I swear to God. You won.
Immediately drag.
Password protected.
Oh no. Yep. I'm more worried about it coming back to bite me.
Who knows? Maybe it will.
Hey.
You blast through this. You blast through the wall, and it's the firewall fizzles, fades, and now the 5th floor is clear.
He waits for now. She's getting herself ready, pretty much because she's only got one action left, and she goes, "Yeah, not going to tangle with the Hellhound and the Scorpion at once with this."
The power of RNG
So if
tables.
people want to do,
Yeah.
if
Crushing
people want to
it
do
out here.
stuff,
Cool. All right.
does Dong get back?
Yeah, Dong is. I mean, how are you? So, we go back to the Two Stooges, and I'll say that time passes and you're able to find a sufficient supply crate for you to do the slip, slap, slop.
Yeah, and we're walking back. I'm holding this crate. I'm gonna put it right next to the other crate. I'm gonna see. I see
That's what I'm
that.
at right now, yeah.
Yeah. Do we see anyone on the way over, or
No,
free and clear?
the security guards have gone to phone this to call this one in because this is a weird situation.
Got it. Okay, cool. So then, yeah, we make it through. I see Kira at the other box, and I for a moment hold the box with one hand, do a wave, and then come back and hold it again with two hands.
So dumb.
SMH.
All I know is pain.
Can I slide out the box, get on a janitor's uniform?
I
Dex plus
yeah.
Can Dong do it in one sexual motion?
Dex plus stealth.
These are sentences I didn't want to hear out loud, but I will say that it will
You're
take a stealth check.
you're the one. I was gonna say you're the one who allowed the stripper thing, so I want to roll with this.
I'm into all of this.
This was-
you guys want to meet Goofy? I'm here. Like
This,
I like that I rolled 30 on a skill that I'm not trained in. Oh, there you go. Nice. Look at you.
You also
Roll that
blew all your
10.
luck on that though.
No, though. Didn't use any luck at all.
No, I
No,
did. I blew. Yeah.
Oh.
It was only 5 luck.
Blew all your luck to be a doppelganger.
21. So I
Yep.
essentially like twist as like I come out of the top of the crate.
Oh my god.
One of my legs twists as I'm like turning
I'm
on
going
one foot.
home.
And I do a backflip into a handspring as I like land looking at Kira, and then I slide backwards until my hand touches the top of the crate, flip it open, dive in, dive back out wearing a janitor's uniform.
And anyone within eye shot of that beautiful display is immediately aroused.
There is no one that, because you've rolled so high, no one saw that ridiculous exchange.
It was a blinking you'll miss it moment.
Yeah, it definitely was.
I am become serpent, seducer of worlds.
I have no words. My soul has still not returned to my body as I just sort of like you hear like little creaking noises as my head sort of like jerkily turns away from you and looks back inside of Hangar 18.
This is the worst.
Just like,
Slowly disappearing with each disappointed head shake.
it's not even disappointment. It's just like I can't.
Surreal. This is just such a surreal like to blow.
Yeah. So
What a heist.
So,
What a heist.
Owen, you're working on the oil spill. Is there anything else that you want to do?
Just as long as I can keep the guards back away from ink, I am going to continue cleaning the oil and pretend that I did not notice that the cap was off, so it seems like an veritable endless spill of oil that I am just continuously cleaning.
Yeah.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Even if we hack the plane, what are we gonna do with these guards?
Oh, where that? So I mean, she's not hacking the plane. She's hacking the security. We're gonna.
Yeah, we're trying to buy enough time for the cameras to turn off so we can kill these guards and fly the fuck out of here.
Okay. I'm gonna nudge Kira, and I'm gonna grab my rifle.
Yeah, I'm also like getting my stuff out of the box.
I'm
And,
gonna.
like.
Are these guards airport security or are they private, like PMC types?
That's a good question.
Maybe if you took a roll.
I rolled. Listen,
yeah,
you rolled a 23
rolled a
perception when I
fat
walked in here.
So,
Perception.
23 perception. You do notice that the security guards' uniforms look very generic. Like
So they don't have the insignia of the airport on it.
They could be Integritas. They could be another, third-party contractor.
I quietly whisper over to Kira. We can just march them into the plane, take them with us, drop them off on the way. I don't think they want to die for this.
Can at least try to make this as bloodless as possible.
Hey, we got our weapons. If we need to go hot, we go hot. But
These guys do look a little tough.
Yeah, but in fairness, they'd rather a plane journey than bullet holes, you know? We knew.
I mean, we could try if we can really talk them into it, but they.
I was gonna say, and for what it's worth, there's 6 of us and 4 of them. So if we actually
Yeah. And we are in a building.
Situation.
So bullet sounds aren't gonna travel too far.
well, but
probably.
we could give them the choice
No,
of
we're gonna-
if you.
We're gonna march them into the plane with us. We're gonna take off
All
and
right.
drop them.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna not only put my weapon like hold, but I'm gonna take what's Redline's weapons, and those are the ones I'm gonna hold. And then I'm not gonna explain this, guys. As soon as we go in, I'm gonna toss the weapon. I'm gonna toss Redline her piece, and then we can, you know, we can try to get that way. We're not like getting the jump. We can get the jump on them.
If you can, you're stealthy as fuck. Maybe slide in, like, before they realize what's going on, and then Bruce McLean here can give them the old razzle dazzle because these fucking idiots shit their pants when they realize who she is.
You are getting a reputation.
I sure
I
am.
guess I could. I'll try to slide in. But I will, you know, at least have like this stuff so that way people don't have to come out to get these weapons. We can just toss them at them.
I really don't think they're gonna go for own, but I'll run in, give them my piece. He'll be grand.
All right, great. I'm gonna go and also like get the stuff, put it in my carry-all, and then kind of slide against the wall of the building and try to like kind of like sneak in around.
Okay, that's a stealthama roll.
Uh-huh.
Stealthama roll.
Stealthama roll.
roll.
Stealthama roll. All right, let's see what I get. Not bad.
Not bad,
20.
not bad.
Beautiful.
See what they roll.
Yeah, that's a good question. Let's see, what do we got?
Angel, please.
Well, I mean, they always gotta roll against. I gotta roll
true.
against the perception.
It's true.
Always. It's never a free pass.
Hey man, we can always hope that Zoo forgets. There's always
No, because I will never forget when I DM.
gay DMing.
He's not, they're not aware, it seems.
That's wonderful.
They just
That's
like
fucking
smiling
great.
at each other, just like no.
So then what I'm gonna do is like, as I slide in,
Yeah.
I'm here. I like tap the wall to try to alert Redline, like a little light tap.
Yep.
Try to get her over. And then as soon as she gets close, I like give her her piece.
All right.
I'm gonna try conversing with the guard that I'm next to. This is the one with the shiny arm, right?
Yeah,
Or is that the next one in? Okay.
sure, why not?
And then I'm gonna go and give give her her piece.
Okay. You feel that someone's trying to prod you with something. Ink.
Ooh. Well, she can see.
Yeah, it is an AR display,
Have it. Have it.
and I hold her piece towards her. And
Thank
her
you.
clips and stuff. Yeah. Give her her items.
slide own his piece too, because like
Oh,
She tucks her pistol in behind her back.
and I'm like just trying to not be in the way, and also like hide behind this thing and kind of call Owen over.
I was gonna say, Owen sees what's happening and unzips his jumpsuit just enough to where Habit could just kind of toss him his collapsed bow and his pistol, and it'll
Alright.
go into the jumpsuit
You
without.
know
use
what?
a bow.
I'm a roll it. I'm a roll.
Yep.
All the weapons I have are concealed, so
I'm gonna
just
roll that
roll it all in there.
athletics. You're telling
Okay,
me to throw something.
I am going to walk over.
Oh boy! You told me to throw something, and I rolled a 1. Well, we'll see.
Yeah. And then you see as Kira is about to start a conversation with Chrome Arm, you hear,
What did this? What? Yeah. What is the? What is their distance? Because I do have to.
Yeah.
What is far?
It.
4 to 5.
Yeah. I mean Yeah.
So what's the DV?
Well, that's
It's against a grenade launcher DV.
yeah.
Oh
so-
my
Well,
god.
you didn't make it for sure. So.
Yeah, I still have to roll a D10. So
Yep.
I did not.
It'd be like a 15.
Oh boy. So Zook gets to figure out where it fell. to.
I know exactly where it fell. See where it's pinging? You go, yeah! And then as Kira's talking to the security guard, Chrome Arm, as I am wont to call him at the moment, You just see a compound bow click and clatter and then expand because it hit the activation.
It's not a button that activates it, sir. It's just a mechanism that keeps it collapsed and locked in place.
The
You
nat
know,
one is the button.
it
Like, that's the
happens. Whatever it is, it like gets.
Yeah, it gets it becomes untented, as it were, or tented.
Yeah.
Unintentional consequences. I
The
hate
people
this.
who are like readied up, like me
So
and
I
Kira, do we get
rolled,
like to react or?
Yeah, I rolled a 16 in anticipation of a fantastic failure for my acting.
Yep.
So I'm gonna. The 16 was for a reaction, and just to see if I what like that's what my role is gonna be for my next move, depending on what the guards do. I accidentally preempted that.
There is an awkward slow-mo moment of the chrome guard looking in the general direction of what's causing the clatter, and that this is your window of opportunity to do whatever it is you're doing.
I look and I what is around
Get
me?
down and pretend like you're a civilian. That is the way you survive this.
That's
just think
exactly
it's-
what's gonna happen.
Okay.
They just think you're sad Vietnamese man.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's gonna happen, but I was going to see if I could create some noise to make it sound like, because I don't know if the guard saw this yet. I'm under the impression that they think something just fell, and I was going to like aggressively drop the dustpan that I was holding while I was sweeping the sodden kitty litter.
I mean, the problem is that it fell in a clearly open area, and you're not right there.
I said I am not looking that direction. I don't know if they saw it.
Oh, they definitely. I mean, that's not. If you don't know that they saw it, then I mean that's up to you. So
You should just keep cleaning.
I am saying that in character, I heard the clatter. I dropped the dustpan louder in an attempt to draw their attention away from what it was, and if it doesn't work, I'm going to turn and look and pretend to be scared Vietnamese janitor.
Okay.
So, like, I don't know what you want from me.
So-
like, I have my whole get out plan, so fucking figure it out on your own.
So what happens is he sees the bow and arrow expand in front of him as it clatters to the floor, and then you hear clunk as you drop your mopping bucket. He looks.
No, that's my dustpan.
Your dustpan. You drop your dustpan, and he looks at both things going on, and there's a moment of confusion where he basically like kind of side eyes Kira because he doesn't know what's going on, and then he doesn't actually notice Habit because Habit's the wind.
Yes.
I did this while like in hiding behind whatever this is.
Yeah.
Oh shit! So like he's not really gonna get into combat. He's just gonna be like, "What the fuck is going on?" And go
Yeah.
investigate, right?
Yeah.
And while I go to pick up my dustpan, I glance over and I apologize profusely. I go, sorry, sorry, it was a lot heavier than I anticipated.
Holy shit! That is not what I wanted.
What? Oh, okay.
Oh, what?
I
Someone
think you percepted the entire universe.
There we go. So,
It's mortal coil.
this is versus Redline's versus their perception. Oh baby, I love your waves.
Not again.
Yeah, Chromarm looks and he's putting two and two together, and he doesn't know if Owen is friend or civilian, or foe or civilian, but he does notice that there is a compound bow which is now like at like a couple of yards away from his feet, and he's definitely going to notice that that's a weapon, and now he's on high alert.
What do you think? Where did that come from?
I don't know. You tell me. He starts moving towards it. You know, guns out.
Jumps
I'm
alerted
gonna
as he's Go ahead.
I'm gonna message Kira saying, "Take the far guy. I'll take the close guy.
You mean this one?
Yeah, I'll take this guy. You take the one further on."
this
No, you can say,
point-
but yeah. I'm gonna pop around. I'm gonna say, "Keep your hands where I can fucking see them." Like
It goes, oh
A-
shit, and slides
yeah.
in.
No,
Slides
AR
to
up,
the next floor.
just like point at his head.
Okay.
I look at them both and I'm like, we're all professionals here. You realize how this is gonna go?
Okay. Persuasion.
Intimidation,
No, well, it would be reputation or face down, face off for.
Well,
huh? Face down, right?
I would say persuasion to see if they don't react as a security guard, and then it'll,
got it.
yeah, because it's
Okay, persuasion, which is social skills.
Okay.
Mhm.
Hey, it's okay. Gonna use 2 more luck.
okay.
Nice.
Oof, I didn't even need it.
Son of
Roll
a
it
bitch.
again. Ooh.
Let's goddamn go.
You get a circumstantial bonus on the face down as the guy quivers a little bit when he sees the AR pointed at his forehead.
And Owen
Nice.
sees Dong draw his weapon and drops to the ground, puts his hands on the back of his head, and starts yelling, "I didn't mean to knock it over. I don't know how I did it. I'm sorry."
I go. I look at the two of them. I go, listen here. The only way that you guys are gonna get home and see your families is if you do exactly what we tell you to do. I don't want to kill you, but I will. Do you
I'm just
believe
here
me?
to clean up the oil spill. I'm
Uh,
sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm looking at the guard. I go, nod if you understand what I'm saying.
Very slow nod.
Good. Drop your
Cold.
weapons.
Cold professional.
Get on the
eyes.
floor.
Yep.
Yeah, I go. Drop your weapons. Get on the floor. You know how this goes.
Yep.
We're all professionals here. I won't treat you unkindly.
Mhm.
You be a professional.
He does that, but his eyes don't leave yours.
I give him a firm. I
Own-
give him a firm nod. I look at Kira and I go, cuff him.
I'll
Owen uses his internal agent.
I got my contender kind of pointed at this guy's side, and I'm like, you heard him. We're not gonna hurt you unless you put up a fight.
Okay.
And I use my internal agent to shoot out a message to the group chat to just leave me as a civilian until we get what we need done.
Oh,
Course.
we understood.
Oh
that
no,
by
I
your
understood the
actions.
assignment. I think,
Yeah.
I'm just look. You jumped out of a box and pretended to be a stripper. I want to make sure all my bases are covered.
I can't
Nope,
see my
nope,
phone
don't
right
worry.
now, so nah.
Yeah.
okay.
That's fair.
I slide on in, and I cuff this bloke too.
Okay.
Where
Yeah,
is the where's the ship?
Right in front of you, this giant
Yeah.
thing.
How's?
Inks,
Here we go.
as this is going down, Inks going and
Yep.
Oh, it's
ready
Susan
to fight the Hellhound and Scorpion.
Okay.
Yeah. You do you. Habit, please come over and help manhandle the lads.
Okay, essentially that's my stealth for both of them.
Okay.
See if they actually attack me.
Hellhound sees you. Scorpion also sees you.
Technically, that's their first attack as well. They actually don't hit.
They
They both see me instantly, and I suffer their effects instantly.
Indeed you do. And the effect for a Hellhound, since I'll just go in sequential order, it does 2d6 direct
Be
damage.
right back, guys. 1 second.
Okay. To the Netrunner's brain.
Okay.
Ow.
Does it
I
actually do
needed that
damage?
brain.
6
Ah,
damage.
yes, it does. Does too.
Okay. As it attacks you, and now the
Nothing happens.
Uh,
Other than that.
Okay.
And then Scorpion can, like, because I go, the Hellhound has extra stuff, but
Indeed.
It's I have insulated wiring, so nothing happens to that.
Cool.
Scorpion attacks me and deals 1d6 movement
Indeed.
damage.
That is what I'm... Yeah, you get 1 damage.
I'm down to 4 movement,
Indeed.
but that's meat space.
Yep.
Which is fun.
Can I, in the meat space,
Uh-huh.
nod to Redline to open the hangar gates?
Okay. She does that. We're gonna take a nice little, we're gonna take a nice little flight across the country.
Ink is resing her dragon, and once stuff goes. Actually, I wouldn't. I need it.
Okay.
So I should roll initiative for my stuff now.
Indeed, you should.
Are we all rolling initiative now?
Well, right now, no
It's
one...
because I'm in a combat situation that requires initiative. So
Got it.
Indeed.
Yeah,
So
you are
both,
doing the actions.
I'm just using Danny Trejo as a scorpion.
Got it.
How appropriate.
Danny Trey. Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
one will be at 20, one will
appropriate.
be at 21, and then my dragon will be at
All right.
22.
So Black
After
Ice
they go.
goes to the top in initiative.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna make this, I don't know, 23 in this. It doesn't really matter because it. That's
Well, make it one above. It does specifically say one above.
one above. Okay. So this is gonna be 21. That will be 20. Actually, no, they go on the same turn, so it'd be 20 and 20, right? Yeah. Effectively.
Yeah.
Alrighty. That being said.
And then as more Black Ice enters, it goes. It's the top of the initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so it's gonna mindlessly attack and attempt to apply its effect again. Because that's what Black Eyes do. The Hellhound is going to attack you.
It's probably going to beat the 6. Yes, it does.
Barely. But yeah, it hits you. 2d6 damage.
Ah.
Yeah, so 8 damage. Minus your insulation.
Well, it's because I've got armor, which lowers all brain damage by 4.
Good, good.
And now I've got to defend against a scorpion.
Indeed you do.
Diddly.
As I go from A to B. Attack is, wow, that's garbage. Alright. Cool, cool.
Scorps aren't that. Scorps are good supports for actual combats.
That does not hit. Looks like you avoid that one.
Well, first things first, I res a dragon,
Okay.
specifically targeting the scorpion.
Okay.
So that's my first action, which actually means that the dragon appears at top of turn order.
Okay. Let me get a icon for that.
I should, if you could give me an icon for that, like then I can pop it in and the stuff I target.
Gotta open this guy. Getting a little.
Which I can't do anything with it until it comes to its turn. I realized in reading stuff.
Yep. Summoning sickness, as it were.
Yep.
Alrighty.
But then that's one net action. Second net action is I'm going to attempt to attack the Hellhound
Okay.
With a sword.
with a nice little sword swing.
Sword.
Okay.
S word.
As it
S
is-
words were had.
Does that get through?
Does that get through? That's a good question. And that's for the hound.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Back up here. And that is going to be defensive 2, probably. Yeah, definitely.
This black cast. I get a D3D6. For a heavy hit. And then I'm doing a quick little zap on it.
Cool.
Ugh. Once I get that through.
Alrighty, that is 13. Nice. Okay. Against the Scorps.
Dragon. Not dragon, Hellhound. She's focusing on the Hellhound because it's
Oh.
actually dealing damage to it.
Yeah, fair. Alright, yep, hits.
It's for 1 extra damage.
Alrighty, and that is probably, let's see, what's the res on this?
20.
20. Yep, I'm looking. Yep, I am looking at the. Blah, 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 blah. All right, looking spicy.
Very nice.
Which that ends her turn because she can't do anything else.
Indeed, I believe Dragon is next.
Dragon is first in the initiative order.
Yeah, you said it goes to the top of the niche. So.
Yep. So what was it?
As she's figuring that out, you're just ordering them to get into the plane or the Aerodyne.
Can we also get the box of our goods into the Aerodyne too? Just
Okay.
so like that's done and dusted.
Sure, yeah,
What about these guys?
that's good.
Yeah, they're in.
It's a good question. I'm going to roll independently for them.
And that's also for the dragon's attack.
Okay, cool. Dragon's attack against the Hellhound, I presume.
Yep.
Okay, does hit.
No, not the Hellhound. It's the Skull.
Oh, okay. In that
Yep, I
case,
specifically-
it also hits because it's the same defense.
Okay.
A dragon and kraken and giant are the only ones with higher.
Indeed. Oh my
I think-
god.
Yeah, 66. I think that's a destroyed scorpion.
Scorpion is gone.
Can we
Huh?
I'm trying to think like what's the safest way to keep these lads. Can we tie them together so they're like belly to belly? Like one.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Yeah, just so like they can't move and like kind of make sure that they can't do any shenanigans.
Yeah, I mean you can do that. We'll see. You did get the drop on them, so I'm gonna give you. We're gonna do a face down, actually.
I mean, I'm totally there and here to help. So
You wanna hit them with the face down?
As they kind of like start memorizing the contours of your face, as it were.
I smile at one of them and I go, "Do you really think you want to tangle with me another day? I'm being nice. You make this a problem for me down the line, I'll kill you. And I'll kill everyone you bring with you."
They are cowed by your vaguely terrorist threat. As you continue to put the body
manhandle
voice-
and
yeah.
cuff them
Yeah.
and handle them and maneuver them.
Just remember, I don't have to be nice. Do you want me to be nice?
They are not responding. They're just kind of staring, and then one of them breaks their attention as you successfully as Kira successfully stares them down. Let's get this whirly bird on in the air. All right, so it is I believe that was the dragon's turn, so now it's the hellhound's turn.
Yes.
As it. It's always a bit of a juggling act when it comes to net running
Cybers,
versus everything
yeah.
else. Attack is
Could it beat a 16?
Nope. It cannot.
Okay, it does nothing to me.
All right, it does nothing to you. I like the snake thing going on over there.
She attacks it with a sword.
It will defend with its face. And
S word.
Yeah.
It's a will.
3d6 again.
Indeed. Yeah,
Goddamn.
that is a de-resified hellhound.
Yeah.
And in
You got 2 actions left.
for her first one, it de-reses as the dragon, so she can use it on the next floor, which she immediately moves into, and then re-reses the dragon to it after the
Oh, there was
hellhound
only
does it.
5 floors.
Nah, 7.
7. So anyways, you that's its perception versus your ability to slide past it, as it were.
My spid.
All right. It does notice you and commences the onslaught. By
Immediately. Yeah, that does no damage. Thank you, armor.
and it hits the top of the initiative, and now you res the dragon. Yes.
Yep.
All
The
right.
next turn.
So that will be. I'm just gonna have. We're just gonna give Zero Day a cameo appearance as your dragon.
Gasp.
It's a
Summon-
Zero Dragon. Zero Dragon.
Hey, Chew.
ultimate
Hiya, tubes.
ultimate hacking
Hey.
technique. Kira's boyfriend.
Hiya,
The
tubes.
most dorky dragon.
It's like there's like
What's
pocket
up,
protectors.
babe? What are you doing here? Hijacking from a public airport? I'm so disappointed in you right now.
This sounds like an actual conversation that would have taken place.
Yes, yeah.
You really know
That's why Kira doesn't call him on missions.
It's true. Absolutely
Kira
true.
does not want to do this.
Police shame. So, all right. Dragon will be is summon sickness, and this thing attacks you.
Well, no, it doesn't summon sickness. That's my turn over. Then it's the dragon. Once my turn's over, then it goes to top initiative.
Okay, cool. So it's
top
gonna
initiative.
gonna
Comes to the dragon's turn. That does not connect.
does not connect. Now it's my turn. As the hellhound roars in Linux, as it were, because
Damn, these Pokemon battles are getting intense these days. More and
wow,
more realistic by the
fails
day.
miserably.
Angry penguin noises.
Unless you get less than a 0, I doubt you're gonna get hit.
Let's see. No.
You have successfully not rolled a 0. Excellent. It is your turn.
First, it's a little sword attack.
All right. Versus its defense, which probably isn't going to cut it. Ha, I just realized I made a pun.
Yeah.
Nah.
Sliced right into this hound for a lot of damage.
A knife to
This is
beat
Vincent
you.
Weiss with the slice.
Oh, God.
Cutting in.
That was 3 hours ago. Come on.
First step.
Yeah. Gonna see if roll to not die, as it were. It's taking a little bit.
Liking to do that today. Don't worry, that's hitting.
Successfully not died.
Does it beat a 6 this time?
Does it beat a
Alright.
6?
Final.
I-
What the
damn.
hell is this? Defense rolls.
I don't know, man. I just don't know. Also, I think it was his turn because he's topping the initiative, quote unquote, but the dragon's in front of it. I'll just do it now. Womp womp.
No, because as we already did that and I saved.
Oh yes,
It was 0. That's
true. Okay.
I was keeping it up track.
All right. So
It tried a 0 to hit me.
it is now Dragon's turn.
The Zero Dragon killing him. Buy a choom!
Yeah, hits. I'm pretty sure that you're gonna roll an Yeah, that's significant enough. Okay. The Hellhound is dead. You have vanquished the Hound.
Takes an action to de-res the dragon to then go to the next floor.
The bottom floor is a file that looks really fancy and really encrypted.
Sounds like it's.
And she
Oh,
tries to
well.
backdoor it. Well, that's a
Bloody hell.
Yeah. You look at that
Fucking
file and you're
Damn.
like, oh, it's this, this, and this type of encryption using this, this, and this module. So that means that it's going to be, and then you just like hacker man the password. And yeah, it is busted open, and you see that the file is a manual that basically describes how the central panel works in order to operate the hangar wirelessly.
God damn.
God damn.
So yeah,
He directly downloads that to a agent.
okay.
Yoink!
Can we like get this black box thing done so we can dip?
We're working on it.
He just wants to get into the security system so she can erase all shenanigans.
She walks over to the Aerodyne, looks at the rear of it. Look, what he said. Don't make us come find you. And goes in and is going to roll a. I'll say it's a basic tech. And is able to unscrew the panel that contains the black box. Looks at it, and she pulls out a shard and downloads the data into the black box. And then she looks at Dong and then proceeds to throw it on the ground.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Happy birthday to the ground!
But that's not a phone. I get on the ship. Do you know what? I'll just put the lads who are tied up behind some boxes, just like carefully move more boxes around them, and just like gag them and leave them there.
Alrighty, you do that, and she, in Redline, gets into the cockpit. Alright. It's been a minute since I've run one of those things. Might be a little bumpy at first.
Yeah, I can deal with Bumpy. I wink at Owen, like, get in here. Like,
Alright. I stand up, grab my bow, and head on into the Aerodyne.
Wow.
Habit, Ink.
She wasn't kidding.
Wow, that boat was yours.
Ink does jack out and
I-
goes through, gets access to wirelessly control everything, and then she's there to put a virus in to erase all non-conventional non-normal stuff going on, replacing it with typical.
You're pulling a speed. Got it.
Yeah. You're basically like putting in a loop this whole time. Like,
Yep.
okay,
Erasing back data and
I might also want to open the hangar door.
Oh, we did that.
yeah,
Okay.
You did.
doors
Yeah.
are open.
The AV jitters to life, and then she kind of like scrapes it on the bottom. God, fucking damn it! And then she tries again, and this time there's less bumping, as the Aerodyne lifts off, and she gets out of the hangar, and you are out of the airport.
Woo!
I sit down and I laugh and I go, maybe I should get into stripping. Like,
You do that in your own time. And starts sailing off. I'm gonna drop this off in a stronghold. I got a couple places where I could put it. We're gonna have to keep this on the down low for a little bit.
sweet. We need to get some repelling gear.
I'm
You
gonna
need the
big
orange
text.
box in the back there dealt with, so you can. The
Oh,
stuff
it's gone.
Doesn't go through it.
Yeah, good thinking. They probably have tracers on this thing.
I'm gonna use my agent to text On, and I'm gonna ask him if he can find any any chipware out there that might have like a that might be outfitted with some of DJ DJ Tetsuo's like old like like not recordings but like basically like I want to see if someone like try to sell like a U2 can be like DJ Tetsuo.
Oh
Chip.
my god! You are becoming.
You were all like, oh, why do you entertain the soup? Whoa. Now look at you.
Oh my god! This is this is a party entertainment pack from hell. You've got a stripper. You've got DJ Tetsuo.
You got Bruce McLean.
Oh my god!
They all walk
I'm
into
just
a
like
bar.
like damn, I kind
It
of
sounds like
want
the
to
start of a bad
deliver.
joke.
I kind of want to deliver on that promise. Like oh.
Oh shit, you can
I
like
wonder
you can
maybe-
cut a promo and put that on like the equivalent of YouTube.
Maybe there's
Oh my
some
God.
like skill chip maker out there who like has like a you two can be like this person. Here's a rudimentally skilled chip.
You know what would be fucking wild if like DJ Tetsuo wasn't actually skilled, but he was just he was completely like synthetic. Like there's nothing real about him. I'm talking like if you've ever seen Carolyn and Tuesday, like how the music was.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
like that
shit.
sort of shit.
Holy shit!
So Habit would in fact be able to do exactly that because he was so fucking synthetic that even an AI could make that shit.
Well, you know,
That's so
we
funny.
didn't flesh out the legend of DJ Tetsuo, so
We did.
who knows what might happen?
He did die before he got a fully fleshed out character
I
arc.
said, who knows what might happen?
I just
no.
want to see
Oh, no.
Habit. I just want to see Habit and like a giant DJ Tetsuo screaming at each other, like DJ
just-
Tetsuo,
Uh,
Habit.
yeah, I
DJ
just need
Tetsuo.
a turntable instrument skill chip that also,
Without saying anything, Own looks towards Habit and just gives a nod and a slight smile.
Good lord. And
But I do stand up and approach the pilot chair and I say, "Hey, just either way, it was nice working with you and seeing you again, Redline.
yeah, nice seeing you too.
It's been a while, you know. It's nice to see a friendly face every now and again.
Yeah. Look, do me
uh,
a favor, right?
What's up?
You still work with those You still work with the Tylo.
Well, I'll keep it short, but let's just say that my ties with them are not bad, but I don't. They ask me for a favor every now and again to find something. They give me the money and I hand it to them. But aside from that, I don't have any influence or sway with them anymore.
While keeping her hands on the console and staring straight forward to continue piloting, she does kind of clear her throat. You know, there's a lot of people looking. There's a lot of those triads looking for proper guidance and proper leadership. They're kind of tearing each other apart down in Providence. Someone should do something about that.
Yeah, I tried talking to the family again, and they, unfortunately for me, after my father passed away, I was nothing more than just some street kid to them. I wasn't part of the family. They set me up every time to fail, and every time they set me up to fail, I succeeded, and it just made them that much more pissed off.
Who said anything about talking to the higher ups? She says with a smirk. You want anything in life, you got to take it by the horns.
Yeah, and I put a shoulder. I put a hand on On's shoulder, and I tell him, like, listen, bud. I've seen plenty of gangers around, and I gotta say, with your connections, like, you could take your family back. You could lead them. You could lead them to a better place.
That's just it, though. I don't think they want to. I think they're content right where they are. So I'm gonna keep content right where I am. I'm a damn good fixer, and I'm gonna try and make a name for myself with that. I don't need any more of that baggage weighing down my job.
Suit yourself. Just a real missed opportunity down there. And unless there is anything else that anyone wants to add, that is where we are going to end for tonight.
All right.
I will say to Redline.
Yeah.
You know,
Was there anything I needed to roll to deal with them?
No, I'm gonna say
Box?
time passes and it's well within your wheelhouse to disable tracers.
Yep.
But I will look to Redline and I will say, you know, I know Providence is a mess, but I might not be the person to lead. But I definitely wouldn't mind positioning myself in somewhat of a, considering the circumstances, somewhat of a cookbook situation where, you know, I'm the guy to get what you need. Maybe we can talk business afterwards.
She kind of side-eyes you. I never worked with a cookbook. I've got better sense than that.
Well, yeah, we all do. I'm actively trying to murder this woman. I was using her as a comparison point.
Not the best comparison.
Yeah.
I
Hey.
kind of chuckle under my breath, like, fuck's sake, Aaron.
Hey, look, she's evil as fuck. I get it, but she gets what she needs to get. That's all I'm saying. But I'm just better at it than she is. So yeah, fair enough. Maybe you're right. Not a good comparison, because I'm far better. And then
gonna
Owen
squeeze your
just
shoulder and
smugly sits back down.
I'm gonna squeeze your shoulder there. Hey, we're gonna work on your PR skills. We're gonna rebrand this whole situation.
Yeah, we'll figure out the details later, but you guys get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Just like, it's like you don't want to say like I'm gonna be the next but good Hitler. Like you see how that's.
I'm not. Fair.
Like I'm really gonna spice people.
Who else? Who else am I gonna draw on? Oleg? That guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah, he sure is, and he needs to die.
Goddamn right. Thank you. A lot of fixers are starting to disappear, and it seems that someone's gonna have to step in and fill that information void.
Yeah, I owe him a favor, so like, let me balance my check, and then.
Hey.
Hmm.
Did you see how I didn't kill no one?
You see how I didn't kill no one?
I'm gonna be honest.
dying today.
I couldn't be more proud of any of you for how effort. Actually, you know what, Dong? What the hell was that?
I thought when the crates moved, it was you idiots, and then when I popped out, I had to fucking roll with it.
I mean,
You looked great, by the way.
honest mistake. All right. But holy shit, we almost had to kill people because of that,
I'm still.
and that would have weighed on my conscience rather heavily.
Hey, look, if I danced our way stupidly to keeping this shit mellow. It's fine. We got this.
I'm mostly psionic, Wiley. I stretched inside my brain. There you go.
So,
Oh yeah. All I'm saying is,
Maybe-
Redline, we'll keep in touch.
Yep. All right.
I mean,
you know, Dong,
I'm
like,
staying with Redline, so I guess I'll ride with you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
you know, Dong, I'm thinking if I really do decide to do this whole DJ Tetsuo, I might need a dancer to back me up.
I could not be prouder to help you out in this fucking shenanigans, mate. I could not be.
I'm gonna go puke my lungs out over here.
Lord.
But Kira, did you not see how lithe I was when I got out the box?
God.
Sorry, I blinked. You were like in your bodysuit one moment and then in the thing the next. I couldn't. I didn't see you move, but I assumed that if it's anything like your dancing skills, that it probably was something to behold.
Oh, I hit them with the razzle dazzle.
Is Dong even your real name?
I put a hand up in front of my face and I go, tee.
Because I was gonna say you're gonna need a stage name, but if Dong Throngler isn't even your real name in the first place, then like, I don't know.
It could just be. I mean, why not?
Own kind of looks towards Kira. Wait. Why do you assume that any of us are using our real names?
I'm using my real name, sorta.
Kira, one day I'll tell you my real name.
Aha!
I left my real name behind. a long
I
time
mouthed to Own, it's Donk Throngler.
Oh my
I
God.
sort of just like give him the middle finger.
What an
Yeah,
asshole.
I'm not using my name for a while now. There's only one person that knows my name, and I'm trying to find them.
Yeah, and
You're
we
making
haven't
a
heard
habit
from-
of it.
Owen looks around very concernedly, like, wait a minute. Am I really the... Well, okay, Ink... No. Ink, Redline? Yeah, I know you guys don't... That's not your names.
Yeah.
Okay, whew, thank God.
What?
Nah, Redline's mama was like, nah, that's gotta be a Redline. That was a good show back in the day. And the father was like, nah, that ain't what happened. No.
It's why that guy was called Ford Chevy 2006.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
no.
Wait until you meet Redline's brother, Blue Curve.
Oh my God.
I Purple Triangle is my favorite member of the family.
I hate this. I hate this so much. I just want to get this done.
I squeeze like a red light shoulder. I go, you're the fucking best, mate.
Oh my God. If I get another bad pun about my name or his name or anyone else's name, I'm tipping this thing and knocking you all into the...
Are you drawing a line?
Drawing a red line in the sand.
You feel like a sudden shift in the aerodyne, and you kind of stumble for balance.
I'm like, there's
It's
tears
the Ed,
rolling
Eddie,
down.
like the tea kettle boiling over noise, you know, the temperature is about to pop.
There's like literal tears rolling down my face as I'm like cackling. I'm like,
Oh.
I always knew my jokes were gonna get me killed.
And that with that, that is where we will end our session for tonight. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you for continuing to support our foray into the dark future, and we will see you next time. I presume that's going to be next week at 2 p.m. Eastern, as per usual. If not, we will put a thing on the Twitter to let you know.
On the Twitter.
On the Twitter.
I will retweet.
Fucking
if you
did it,
remind
gang.
me.
Hell yeah.
Hey, wait, we're all
Please, goodbye.
home. All of us. We're here,
Indeed.
gang.
Indeed we are.
We're all here.
Thank you all for watching, and we will see you next time in the dark future. Goodbye.